first map. Looks like Astra probably for Casper on the side of Asteria. Not all too big of a surprise. What's jumping out for you guys so far?
I think that Shrey.
Lineup.
Yeah, and I don't know what Shrey is gonna pick because typically she would be the controller, at least recently, or the Sentinel. So I think Shrey might be actually be the one role swapping for this series, or at least this map.
I think it's difficult for Shrey to pick a Reyna here. We have seen her go Reyna a couple of times. That Raze pick from Kahaibi, I don't think this is going to be a complete mirror match for VLT Asteria, but Kahaibi, she's already, she's feeling it. She's jumped onto that Raze, do that early damage. Shrey hovering on the Phoenix. Phoenix always a good choice. You got the flashes, you've got your mollies available to you as well, and you do have the runner back. So plenty available if you go for that Phoenix. And is that locked in?
I think it's pretty much locked in, but we've seen some people change their picks in this last zero. It's like, okay, it's locked in.
Oh, there
it's
you
gonna
go.
Be the Phoenix.
Nice.
Sometimes, you know what? I love to see it. I love to see it. Not because British or anything, but it's it's my favorite agent. That's why. Joke's over. You're dead.
Yeah, just like to mention, Shrey actually had a back-to-back ace against Enigma Galaxy on Phoenix, on Haven as well. So this is going to be a really interesting agent pick.
Yep, I'm super excited. Also, I love the confident Raze pick from Kohaibi because usually we tend to see her on like Reyna, and if you're just thinking of duelists and you think Reyna, you think Jet, they're both, I want to say, a bit more safe than Raze because Reyna at least has that blind going in. Jet always has her E to get out of any sort of trouble, but Raze, she's just gonna satchel onto site. There is no going back from that. So that's the 100% confidence pick. I can't wait to get into game, but guys, real quick before we start with map number 1, who's gonna take the series? What is the score gonna be?
I'm gonna go 2-1 to Renasis, and it goes to Renasis winning on split.
Yeah, likewise, 2-1 for Renatus, I think, with the same result.
Yeah, I have to go with that too. I would actually go 2-1 as well. I mean, we talked a lot about Asteria and how their team play is very good, but really, I think it'll all come down to that map number 3 on split. But guys, this is where Jace and I say goodbye for now. We're going to be leaving you guys in the hands of GN as well as Key to cast this series. Gentlemen, all ears.
Thanks, Jenny. Game number 1 is going to be here, and you're joining me, Illustrato and Key. We're going to dive straight into the game itself, and you know how this goes. Renatus White, VLT Asteria, a game of old. These guys have been going at it tooth and nail for the better part of the year now. This is where it all has led to here in FSL Elite, and towards the B site they go. The spike getting quick planted. Kipradite looking to hold them off, trying to get them to stop, but the dash out prevents it, and it's going to be a full 5-man retake here on B side. The flank is going to be coming in quick, though, as Legit Queen does deny Muffin Loop. That is going to be the flank gone here, so everybody has to come in final here towards the front. Bocce X able to dispatch Meow 16K rather handily, and that's going to be easy kills as the Pain Shell yet again finds Shrey. Time is taken away as Britzy looking to stave off the push here, and nobody really sticking the spike just yet, but the shock dart is good right there on the Envious. Will be denied, will be traded out, but in a 1v3, it's all up to Casper. Playing close, gets 1, but the Pain Shell yet again will find another 2 Pain Shell kills for Kohaibi to start the day.
Really quick and decisive execute by Renatus White there, recognizing that on the pistol round, typically people don't really defend the B side. You sacrifice that, you go for a retake from A and C. They just planted the spike there, used all their utilities to perfection, making sure that nobody gets on that spike. It looked a little bit dicey. Asteria actually got a few kills off that, but they still had the numbers. There was a 3-on-1, and they were able to finish off Casper in the end.
Keep up.
I actually really like the fact that they decided to reaggress like in the middle of that post plant. A lot of the times you'll see teams just playing back, holding off, but instead this time they kind of just like, let's peek again, buy a little bit more time, get a couple more kills, and it works out in their favor. Now, they will be trying to respond by going towards this A site here. Kohaibi will be the first point of contact for her team. Pain Shell yet again will be coming out. 4 people stacked up here. Will it matter? The crossfire dismantled as a triple kill from Kohaibi shines through yet again. That's 3 kills for Kohaibi. That should be the round.
And that was absolute massacre from Kohaibi. The Pain Shell's even getting one off of the bounce there, and just her teammates going in like a SWAT team there with the 2 Spectres just eliminating everyone on the side. Look at this. Quick headshot there. There's a spray down as well to 2 people. people, and the Paint Shells just finishes the 4th off. Meow 16K was not on the map, but she gets picked off anyway across all the way on B to C link.
Yeah, that's 3 Paint Shell kills, by the way, in 2 rounds for Kohibi. So just the utility usage has been phenomenal for her thus far.
And the kills, she has 6 kills already, 2-0. And this is exactly what we're expecting for Renatus White, the aggression. And looks like there's a lot more team play coming in from Renatus White that we weren't seeing exactly last week. This time around, it looks like they're very coordinated. Their executes are sharper and faster.
You're absolutely right, and you know, it's a breath of fresh air to be able to see them like this. Renatus White has been a team that shined individually, but now they're pulling the pieces together. The same play that they ran here, however, earlier on, they're gonna try it again for their bonus. They've gotten the spike down already, so that's a lot of value off of this bonus round, excuse me. As we go into it, Meow 16K can't get the lineup. Kohibi does, and the refrag is right there. This bonus already shaping up to be very much worth it. Kohibi showstopper kill off screen, and Legit Queen finds the next one rather, is Britzy. He's the last one to survive. Kohibi is on a tear, man.
This is
She's
insane.
at like
9 kills.
9 kills? Yeah, exactly.
She's already at 9 kills. It shows off for ACS 500. I mean, it's just 3 rounds, but
she's 527.
exactly, like 500 is absolutely bonkers. And you know, I'm gonna point this out here. The reason why they went to the B side is because they know they can take the close range engages that they can't on A and C. Exactly, they just get the plan, and that's exactly what they did in round number 1, right? Envy is going in, dashing out back to safety, her teammates ferrying her over, and they get upgraded guns. This is absolutely scary for Asteria because they get upgraded guns. Their economy is really healthy. They have 6K each right now on all 5 players.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Christmas came early here for Renatus White. They even find a pick on straight towards Garage. So now 4v5, A-site gifted to them. Not a bag of coal this time. Santa happy to leave them a lot. I mean, the spike, the sight, the guns, everything they wanted and more. And this game so far is as lopsided as it can get. I mean, it's still round number 4. It's very early on, but still, you have to be concerned if you're Asteria. Asteria is very good on this map, and they need to start picking up the pieces as soon as humanly possible. Otherwise, Renatus White might not be able to get a foot in it.
Yeah, and look, Renatus White, they're really sharp right now. It seems like they're taking control over the tempo of the game, and it's starting to look scary for us here because they can't get the timings to their favor. And even in this run, they can't even get a single pick. Look at this, Kohibi really feeling herself, satcheling up. Mochi X there as well to finish off Muffin Loop, leaving nothing to chance here. They save 5 guns as well into the next round. They probably have all maxed out cash right now.
I want to see exactly how much they have. I mean, I wish I could. We'll probably get to look at it in a minute, but they're probably making bank.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, the only person sitting below 5K is Keferdite, but everybody else is, you know, nearing max. This doesn't bode well. This means one thing for Asteria. They're going to have to really pick away at the economy of Renatus White if they want to force them to eco. So that's a lot of gun rounds in a row that they're going to have to win. The operator comes out, though, for Muffin Loop, so that might be what they need. But problem is, nobody's there to challenge her. Everybody's going towards C long. Now the utility coming in. Cosmic Divide will be deployed here. Meow 16K is good for the defense, so is Muffin Loop for now. And that's going to be 2 players shut down already on the attacking side. So this is a little bit of a saving grace. Muffin Loop finding another, and it's a 2v5 right now. The most decent start to a round that Asteria has had in this game.
Yeah, and they're gonna find it hard to actually get the spike down here because it's not very safe anymore. They might still be able to get it for long, but they're already second guessing themselves. Like, can we plant here? Can we actually get the kills? And they get picked off. It's gonna be a flawless round for Asteria instead.
Yeah, the problem with that wall is if you don't clear the site and if you don't get the kills that you need upon that entry, you're gonna leave yourself with very little real estate. You saw exactly what happened the moment that wall went down. There were like 3 people on the other side of it, and just like everybody knew where the rest of Renatus White was, and so it was a very good start to this round here. It's gonna take a couple more, as I said earlier, to break down the defense of Renatus White, but it's still a great start, keeping a lot of players alive, their economy alive, everybody. It's going to help them out in the coming rounds.
Yeah, that's for sure. And like you mentioned, the Cosmic Divide, you really have to play with it, play for it.
Aggressive peek here. Muffin Loop lands it, falls back, easy kills, no problem to get away from that at all. And that's going to be another man advantage here earlier on for VLT Asteria. They are creeping their way up here towards A. It's going to allow them a little bit of time here to gather their forces, get onto site. Shock Dart is good enough to do a tiny bit of damage onto Meow, but that's the dash in from Envious. He's able to break down the traps here and through the smoke. Meow 16k does find Envious. I thought Envious had it for a second there, but the site's cleaned up. 3v3, nobody else on site, so it's going to be a retake.
Yeah, 3v3 retake on the A side. It's actually pretty difficult to retake this, but there's Muffin Loop with the Blade Storm. Gets shut down by Kohibi. And there's the Pain Shells coming out yet again to buy a little bit more time for Renatus White to actually get this plant down.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get it handily here, 2v3. I think that a little bit expected. Like, if you're going to do that nowadays in this meta, you got to have some utility behind that peak, because people will check for it. It's not like people can get away with free picks like those anymore. But Britzy will get tagged up here. Can't land a win on the duel. It's Keferdite who does. Casper's good for one. Great gravity well, but in the 1v1, she lands, and Casper with a triple kill from up on heaven, landing the triple kill and getting another round for VLT Asteria out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was amazing jump down, especially getting the kill onto Kohibi. I thought Kohibi had that, but Casper with the element of surprise and the timing, really able to get these 3 kills, clutching it out for Asteria.
Hello everybody, good morning.
Beautiful gravity well right there, and the adjustment, oh my god. The second bull, a little bit of RNG on that, but regardless, it's a great play at the end of it. That was 3 kills she found, and that's left the economy rocked for Renatus. They can still buy, but this might just be their last 1 or 2, especially if Keferdite is already sitting at 0.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. It's starting to hurt. Yeah, we're starting to see them lose a little bit, but at the same time, on Asteria's side, they've also lost quite a few members. So I think that whoever wins the next 2 rounds is really going to control the pace of this half.
I'm really happy that we're seeing Casper step up. You know, the panel mentioned it a little bit earlier on. Jay says, you know, you want a well-rounded team. Jaeger, sorry. So you want a well-rounded team. You want everybody to be stepping up, and this is exactly what he asked for. Casper, 3 big kills on the defensive hold. That's a bright spot, a great start for the side of VLT Asteria. They're no longer looking at just Sheree, they're no longer looking at just Muffin Loop. Everybody starting to contribute more, and they're looking that much deadlier for it.
Yeah, and look at the teamplay here. Sheree actually gets sprayed through the smoke there as she was throwing the molly, so that's really quite unfortunate. And Renatus White are immediately going to the A side right now. They have full control, 5v3 retake.
Easiest plant of their lives. I take that back. Oh my god, I just cast skirted that so hard as the gravity well plus the peak was absolutely pristine yet again here for Casper. Assassin roll theft coming out, gonna give a little bit of information, but what is information if you got Muffin Loop on the other side of it with the op shutting you down? 3v3, 10 HP on Kohibi, and so they're gonna have to dig themselves out of this trench. They will try to plant yet again. Muffin Loop missing that. Oh, she actually does hit it onto Envious, getting her pretty low here. The HP not really favoring them at all here. Muffin Loop just looking for an opening pick, looking for somebody around that corner who's going to be making the first contact. Heidi's low, so she's going to have to hit her shot. And it's going to be Asteria who does legit queen in a 1v2. Can't get it. Casper yet again with another triple kill on this defensive hold. And I got to say, Key, Casper on this defense has just been unbreakable.
And she plays on the hardest part to actually play the A side retake from Heaven. Yeah, look, she dropped down in the past 2 rounds in getting that triple kill. It's like
that's not right.
It's not supposed to happen, but she's making it work. And look, she dropped down both times, able to kill the attackers that are just waiting on the side. And look, I'm gonna point it out there, Asteria, they waited. The way they did that retake, they actually all came in together on the side. They knew they had to get those trades. A is the hardest side to retake, but they've been doing it so well, and that's why they had to think about their post plan. Like, you can't do the same post plan anymore because you know that Casper's gonna jump down window.
After a point of time, you need not communicate all that as the team synergy works up. As soon as that cage pops, Casper knew that she can't be traded in from Kavi position and it's going to be 70-30 on her peak. So she drops down and get that kill. When they get that kill, Cypher is left helpless in that situation because the trade is not happening and it's a 3v3. So that's how important your trade game is in games like this. तो कुछ कर दिया मेरे को. पॉज नहीं भी मैं कुछ कर दिया. रुको रुको, मैंने थोड़ा गलती कर दिया. रुको. ओके सॉरी सॉरी. इसका वॉल्यूम कैसे
else is on site, or Do you go somewhere else and hope that the operator hasn't rotated? Maybe have to deal with the Sentinel towards. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be hopping in towards that C site. Envious does dash through, flips a little bit on the wall, but it's going to be Stray who gets one. It's Meow with another one, and Kohibi once more flashed off the angle. Showstopper. Oh, I thought she had it off. I thought she was going to get it. Did not. Kefradite though with a Guardian. Clutch Aphrodite. Can she do it once more? Live up to the name, but she will be tagged. You can't spam through this box anymore. She's safe for the meantime, but she's going to be tagged up, and they know where she is. Little does she know, around this corner already, there's one creeping up close, and Casper will deny it once more. And perfectly played with a great utility from Asteria. They've evened things up. 4 rounds in a row for each team, and they're just trading blows here. 4 rounds for you, 4 rounds for me, and this is now the momentum coming to Asteria in full swing.
That's exactly what I wanted to mention as well. The momentum, right? The tempo of the game. It seems like Renatus White had control of the tempo for the first 4 rounds, but after they lost a round, it seemed like Asteria have figured out their tempo, and right now they just can't break that defense anymore. It's like you mentioned, Asteria are pretty good in this map as well, and once they get things going, it's going to be really hard for Renatus White to protect their defenses. Right now, Renatus White still have the money to at least buy 4 rifles, but it's starting to look difficult as Muffin Loop, this operator has not been shut down yet, getting the first frag yet again on Renatus White, and she doesn't get a second, but that's really enough, right? It's 5v4 right now.
No punish yet again. Somebody should have been holding that angle, but just the timing didn't go out for them. Now, Muffin Loop might get caught off here, but has an inkling that somebody like Kohibi might have already ensconced herself into this corner, and now they're trying to get a little bit more information as they know where the operator is, sure, but maybe they're just waiting out, hoping that the rotate will come in towards a different side, maybe just hang on. You know, you mentioned earlier on panel key that one of the best teams with fakes that do fakes are Asteria, and this is one of those, I'd say, dynamics to that. Sometimes they just wait, and it works to bait people off the site. Not this time though, but Muffin Loop will miss the shot. Can't dash out, but will be able to get out of dodge here. And everybody else trying to help them on site. Nice gravity will yet again, and Casper has been phenomenal on this. Casper once more, 4 kills for her. Oh, just 3. I thought it was the lineup, but it's legit Queen who trades her out, and now it's a 1v3, all up to the Cypher here in this 1v3. Muffin Loop will be there to close out that round, and another phenomenal hold from Casper. We're gonna be singing songs. She's a folk hero now on this defense on A side. Just an amazing show from this Casper. Wow.
She also has 12 kills. We were talking about Kohibi getting 13, but Casper herself on the Astra already has 12. And I also thought that it was going to be a 4K. It looked like the crosshair was straight up on the head of that Cypher, but it just seems like that bullet, you know, decided to go somewhere else. And you know,
Vandals, right?
Yeah, Vandals is really just a Vandals. So it was a spray transfer. So it was happening in real time. That was actually really fast, and that's the reason why the first bullet wasn't that accurate on the Cypher's head. And it's like you mentioned, right? Like there's no punish for Muffin Loop right now.
Yeah, they can't. There's no way. She's just getting free pick after free pick, and that's going to be another one now. Free upgrade for Kefradite. Spots the barrel of the gun. It's enough to get her a kill and access towards that C site. Now, it's a matter of what they do with the control here. They still have to work their way from Garage. Kefradite has the ultimate, has the Hunter's Fury. Will she play off the angle? No, they deny right now as the swipe does go down, but they do lose another player here. They might be able to recover the rifle as legit Queen does get the kill off onto Britzy. They're going to recover it. Now it's a 2v4 here. Difficult round as Renatus White find a breath. A little bit of wind in their sails yet again, catching off the players off guard completely with a beautiful entry from Kefradite, who walked into C and got 2 kills.
I'm surprised enemies didn't pick up the gun, but you mentioned patience the previous round, and I think that's something that was not present in this round. It looked like Shrey got a bit too curious, wanted to actually push out into Garage, but no one was actually there. There was no information, and Kefradite was waiting right in front of the trap wire, and I think that's what actually caused Asteria's defenses to break apart, because suddenly Garage is open and they weren't ready for that. Meow 16k also getting caught by Kefradite there, and suddenly Seaside was just completely open.
Yeah, dude, I have to just give it complete props to Kefradite. You know, it's a great play, but how does one simply walk into Garage and see?
She just really walked up there. Like, yeah, so that's not supposed to happen. But now is Renatus White actually calling the timeout this time after the round that they won? So I think they probably want to slow things down and probably want to discuss like guys, what happened in the last 5 rounds? Let's
We got to recreate
Yes,
that, right? Like they have to figure out what worked for them and then just find a way to do it again. But honestly, how can you recreate this Keferdite? Just getting 2 kills off the back of a Spectre playing Garage.
Yeah, maybe
Just
go
I
garage
to
again.
chai,
It
go to cho, breakfast
potentially
kalechu.
might be a weak spot because Shrey, honestly, hasn't been having a very good game right now.
No, yeah, you're right. She has been shut down in Garage, whether it's been peeking
I
out
think
of it
after
multiple
this, it's
times.
Ascent
It's
and
really been the story of
Spear, if I'm not
Casper
wrong.
this game, and it's really, honestly, breath of fresh air to be able to see other people step up to the plate here and be able to get those round lockdowns for a team. Now, Britzy, the sole defender here towards the site itself. Gravity Wells and the support should come in as the Cosmic Divide will be able to isolate them. It's the Hunter's Fury, though, to clear out a little bit more space. They don't get a kill. Envious does, finds Britzy in hell. And Kohaibi's right there with a
Nice
follow-up.
shot.
That's 2 kills already. Muffin Loop getting Kohaibi all the way into heaven, expecting that somebody might already be there. The flank will be coming into play here as Shrey has to deal with a couple of tripwires, but on the other side, Keferdite ready for it, and that's going to be a 2v4 here, looking great for Renatus White. There is still a recon dart to help them get more information, but at this point with an operator, Muffin Loop doesn't really have much left in the tank here. Has to get a kill in the next 2 seconds if they want to make this happen. They're not going to be able to do it, especially with that gravity well, so they're going to fall back and save it.
Yeah, I think this is the best call to make. This Blade Storm could have been good, but there's just too much right now to handle, and you can't pop out a smoke and right-click on the Blade Storm anymore. It doesn't give you that reset, so I think that extra option for the
Okay,
clutch
nice
isn't
try.
there anymore, and I think that potentially if that was still available, Muffin Loop might think about trying it.
Yeah, I think the big question is what is the economy of Asteria going to look like after this? It wasn't exactly, Midas's hands in that last one, but they will have enough to have an operator. Britzy will be only on a Bulldog,
Yeah.
so that might come into play here. But for the most part, it's going to be a pretty healthy buy all across the board as we go into the final round of the half.
It looks like Muffin Loop has an extra judge hiding in Garage with her, so after she
Just in
shoots that
case.
first off shot, she's just gonna swap out.
I'm hoping we get to see some really good judge plays. Last time we did this a weekend ago, we were able to get up a couple of really good judge highlights. But this time, it's going to be A yet again. Renatus White sensing a lot of weakness towards that A side. And they have hit this time and time again. Most of their successful rounds have been onto A. And so they won't shy away from it. In fact, they're going to take it for free once more. And it's time to play a retake. VLT, though, they've been phenomenal on these A retakes. Most of their rounds as well have been on A retakes. But Keferdite will get that kill onto Meow, getting a little bit too antsy, hoping for that kill. And it's going to be a 4v5.
And they better be careful of that window because Casper is definitely going up there and she's gonna
Oh,
drop
yeah.
yet again. So they better have a plan this time around to watch that and hold her. I would even say commit a trap wire onto that window.
That's not entirely a bad idea with how much havoc Casper has been wreaking on it. And let's see how it goes here. Flash comes in, that starts the play. Shrey is not good for the first kill. Envious will get 2 here, and they're going to be crossfired absolutely perfectly. A triple kill for Envious to come back into this game. It was
Actually,
looking
good
like
help
it
as
started to be a serious game. They were starting to run away with it, but Renatus White suddenly picking up the pieces after they lost 4 rounds in a row. Renatus White now have found themselves at 7-5.
Yeah, and Casper actually finally got
Jojai.
killed there by Keferdite. They were ready for that window jump, and I think that was actually key to them not losing any more members because Casper actually jumped off already. Like on the minimap, you could see her like she was flying, and then she suddenly just dies without getting any kills. I think that was really important in making sure that they keep that spike down and they keep their defenses on the A side.
A little bit premature as well from the peek out from Meow 16k, honestly. A little bit unnecessary. I think she was trying to get 1 into a 4v5, but at that point, I just don't think it was worth it. Too many eyes trained onto that heaven angle, and that's going to make it hard. So they're going to be going towards B here. It's going to be looking a lot like the previous round, the first pistol round that we saw. They try, but it's going to be a fake. Asteria, you said this again. It's a lot about the fakes here from Asteria. Right beyond this smoke. Perfectly timed. The fake star works perfectly as Envious goes down to it. Now 4v5.
Yeah, and it's really the patience, right? Like, it looks like a B execute, but it's actually a default. And then they suddenly catch someone that's pushing out. patience is the name of the game for Asteria, and they're doing this really well. They catch one out, they know they're at an advantage, they get legit Queen. Mochi X is there for the trade though. They know that C isn't completely clear. There's someone hiding in Cubby still, but they are going to get the spike down.
Ooh, great pickoff right there from Gohaibi. She gets another one. That's 2 kills for Gohaibi. Pain Shell onto the site will force her out. Kfrodite's there to capitalize, and now it's a 1v2. Meow 16k looking for the diffuser. Not able to win it. It's Kfrodite yet again. And that's another round from Renatus White. Just when you thought it was going to be a VLT Asteria round, they had great positioning. It was a great round for them. They were able to get the opening kills. They baited out the rotations. They got the positioning, but they were all pinched in onto that side. They couldn't get anything done.
Yeah, and this positioning by Mochi X actually just made it really difficult for Asteria to have a clean post plant, because suddenly the whole C-long corridor is not safe. You can't even cross back. And I think that one player in that one position really demolished the defenses, for the post plant at least, for Asteria.
Oh, you're absolutely right, and that's exactly why Shrey pushed out towards C-long. They knew they didn't have control over C, so they knew they had to get a towards C, towards CT, and it was punished, and that led them to another round. So now they're going to be making a mad dash, another scramble here towards that B site. They will get 1 kill for their troubles, and the spike will go down. Legit Queen with a double kill. The spike does go down anyway, so it still will work out in their favor as a triple kill comes out here for Legit Queen. Now a 1v yet again. Meow 16k. All alone, will not matter. They got the spike down and 2 kills, so it's a very successful eco round for VLT.
Yeah, I mean that's more than
mentality of
many
half
could
the
ask
viewers
for
who
in
watch
round
it.
number 2, right? Getting a spike down is already difficult, and getting those extra creds is
used
just
to playing
working.
a
You
lot
take
of
2
low rank
down
players,
as a
they
bonus
very
as well.
easily, but we should
I think
play
that's pretty okay for Asteria. They're gonna have to perform well on their buy round though, because this
Well,
is
11
Haven
still have
after
a
all.
chance.
The attacking side is generally
clear that.
favored. Let's see if they can
Can
actually
waste
execute.
makers.
I have money.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that they have just got the momentum. Renatus White, you know,
Top to plant till
VLT
the
Asteria,
cypher,
they
you'll have to
seem
plant
to
till you have
have
300 bucks.
a great grasp on the start of each round, where they're able to know what to do. They play the start of the rounds really well, but it's where the mid round and the late rounds that they start to falter a little bit. They start to crumble apart when Renatus White start to sniff them out. And like you said, it's a game of patience. Asteria has it, but Renatus White, they don't bite on any fakes. They don't bite on any rotations. They don't overcommit to anything. Just this disciplined play from Renatus White is just so detrimental to the playstyle of Asteria here, who like to get fakes out. Now they're going to try to dash on into C. Aphrodite with a guard gen. What a shot right there! She's going to smoke one tap fade away as she gets another here. Sheree pushing out will get Envious, who gets a little bit clever. Will still get 1 for her troubles though. 3v4. And oh no, Kohaibi still manages to find it with a frenzy. Still so worth it already as Renatus White now find themselves in a 4v2. Meow 16k and Sheree only left standing here, and they're so far removed. They're all the way back towards C-long.
Yeah, that C execute didn't pan out just because of that one bullet from Kfrodite, immediately just scaring Asteria away from getting that plant down. And they weren't even close to the site with the spike.
They're
And
lucky t-shirt
it
दिख
seemed
रहा है,
like that
bro. I
was their
can't
round
do
to win.
anything,
It
bro.
seemed like they had an idea to
इतना भी
execute
hide
the
करो,
smoke
आपको
into the
पता है
flash,
वो क्या लिखा
but they
है.
just got punished off of one bullet from Kfrodite's Guardian. And now it looks like Kfrodite is going to be the one to put bullets into them as well if she sees
they
them.
know.
But no, they know. They check the corner, they take her down, and you're not going to stop us this time. We are going to get the spike down.
Spike planted.
Yeah, but look at how far Kohaibi's already gotten. She's already up to the flank here. They're pinched in. They're locked into the site, so they have to push towards a link. But already waiting there is Legit Queen. 3 kills for Shrey. Can't find an ace to win the round. She gets 3. And that's going to be another one for Renatus White. Again, Key, it's coming to these late rounds where Renatus White, they just have a better read on what to do when it comes to the post plants, when it comes to the retakes. Renatus White just know how to handle Asteria. And look at that again, man. That fadeaway shot, so wonderful.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, the mid-round decisions, the Kohaibi patient also by her own right, like just sitting in garage there, able to get a kill eventually. She probably thought it was clear in garage because Envious already pushed from garage, and they took Envious down. And I think Britzy was just like, oh, it's probably clear, and doesn't check the corner, but actually there was a Kohaibi with a frenzy there. And it's like you mentioned, it's really just about the mid-round decisions that Renatus White is making that Asteria are actually slightly slower on.
And those mid rounds have
You guys are the
really
one who should
been
be
what's
supporting
making them
them,
pay the
guys.
price here. Now we're seeing a little bit of a
You guys are
change of
typing like this, just so
a
disappointed.
force here,
Like,
change of
very, very
approach.
honest.
I'd say
She'll get
not so
get
much
fed.
presence now towards A. Instead, they will be gathering towards his garage, especially with the I'd say lesser weaponry that they have. They only have one rifle, and that's in the hands of Shrey, who does have the ultimate available to run it back, but still, they know she's here. We'll get tagged up, and there's just so much pressure. Look at what Shrey's doing, opening up the map for her team completely. But the rest of the team, they need to get the kills, but they can't. Aphrodite's right there to shut them down, and so is Kohibi and Envious. And no matter how much space you can buy Shrey, it won't matter if their teammates can't land the rest of the kills.
Yeah, and that's a secret lab flawless round for Hernandez White. And it's not even just flawless, if all 5 survived, none of them took damage. And here comes the Asteria pause.
Oh, here we go. All right. I'm excited. I want to see this. Like, this is the point where I say, okay, I've been caster's cursed by this before, Key. I do not believe that
Can't
this
hear you,
Asteria
but you
timeout
know,
will
increase
work
your mic
out.
volume. We can, I'm just not
I don't
talking
think it's going to
anything,
change the face of this game right now.
Just not
I've
talking
seen a
anything,
lot of
it's all
problems
cool.
that you cannot fix in one half. Having said that, they've done crazier timeouts.
Map number
before, and
one.
I would be
For
not
anybody who's asking
surprised
map
if I just
number,
ate my
so
words.
you see the 11-5, there are
we'll
two
have to
dots,
see
right?
that, right? Like
And
we
both the
still have,
dots
I
are
think
blank
Shrey
over
really
here.
needs to step up a
When
little
both
bit.
the dots
Let's
are
see if she
blank,
can
it means
actually
that
get
the
the
first
opening
map is
frags
going in
with that
place. When
Phoenix.
the
That
dot
Phoenix
is towards
pick
one side of the
has
tape, that
been
means the first map has
well,
been
the
done
difference here
and already
in,
been won by one
Haven,
team.
right?
So
Like,
that's how you
some
know if
teams
it's
actually like
the
running
first
Phoenix
map
here
or not.
because you can clear a garage, you can clear B easily. With those flashes, you could even go into A lobby
Thanks.
and get into
Got
the
you,
A
don't
side
worry.
really easily. So I think that this Phoenix pick just hasn't been panning out for them, and if they can make it work from here on, I think they have a chance.
Well, the time for mental convalescence has now come to a close.
Doesn't matter, bro,
We'll
Tyson.
be
Enjoy the
having to
game.
go back into the fray as time once again will start to tick away. Sorry, not four. How many rounds was that in a row? Yeah, four rounds in a row. 4 rounds in this half,
Yeah.
and then 3 rounds in the
It's
previous
actually
half. There
7
you
in a
go.
row. It's actually insane.
7 rounds in a row. Oh my god, that's a lot of momentum to break.
And you know,
Map number is
Hernandez
wrong
White
in layout.
actually had a
There
timeout
is
in the
no
start
map
of that
number of
7
the
rounds
layout.
after the first one, right? So that was a Hernandez White pause TM.
Yikes.
Let's see what they can do with this timeout. The spike is actually all the way onto their spawn. So this is just going to be a default. They're trying to look for at least some picks on the A site, but there's going to be a Cypher there. So they're not going to find anyone because she's just watching her cam. Legit Queen is not going to show herself.
I think they're going to be happy to play a retake on it. The one thing that's potentially problematic about playing retake on A, especially if you have an operator. Retaking A, just not very favorable for those angles, especially if you can't get those opening picks. But they're going to be happy to take that gamble, see if they can find a kill elsewhere. Now, they will, once again, play very, very slow. True to the form of VLT Asteria, they like to run the clock down low here. Ooh, Legit Queen almost getting that kill off. But that's the A side completely open and vulnerable. They know that they can take A side now. And that kill, that missed shot from Legit Queen, that might bite them in the back. That should have been a 4v5. But Spike will go down regardless here. Muffin Loop will go from up on top just to be in a little bit more of an advanced angle.
Yeah, and the 5v5
Double shot
retake
dart.
is actually really difficult. There's the running back already getting deleted by Envious. And it looks like the retake is going to start with an Owl Drone. There's the showstopper being used as well. Immediately trades for Envious, actually. Gets traded there. There's another trade for Muffin Loop this time around. And yet another trade for Casper. Down to a 2v2. But Britzy is going to get the last 2 members alive. And she's going to clutch this for Asteria.
Only had a shoulder to
Nice,
work
Britzy.
with Britzy. Proving, though, that it is more than enough if you've got the aim to back it up. And she does take that round. VLT Asteria have found themselves yet again another lifeline in this one.
No,
Big
seriously,
props,
mat
however,
मैं क्या दिया
to
मेरे भाई?
Aphrodite, who once again gets getting opening pick
Indian
after
Dream
opening
आपने
pick here.
कितने
And,
major
you know,
जीत
Renatus
गए
White,
हमारे
they
देश
are
के लिए?
really in the driving seat here, but
सब
VLT
गली
Asteria,
क्रिकेट में
they've
टक्कर
shown
होने
that they
वाले
can make
धोनी
those
को
big
wrong
swings
बोलते
happen.
हैं सही है जब
And the timeout just worked, okay? But can they get more? Can they get more from it?
And, this is the question, right? Can they string the rounds together? And it looks like from the flash. Oh, Mochi just punched it straight. That wasn't a full flash as Mochi actually
हाँ,
looked
शायद थोड़ा
away, and
होगा
that's how
bro.
she's able to
ये वैसे
aim
लिया.
back and take her out. And Casper gets taken on as well. And looking like Renatus
Laser has
White's
delay
round
और
yet
Karate running
again.
fast.
They're peeking from every angle, from mid, from garage, and already getting one up close. I love this change of place here from Renatus. Now they have to deal with Legit Queen, who's just hanging out here towards A. Doesn't even need to swing. She knows that I just need the information. I just got to play my time because my teammate's going to come in already just round this corner here. It's 5v2. Legit Queen will wait for the right time to strike, finds it. The spike hasn't even gone down. Meow 16k. She's got a lot of people just behind her. Can't even get the timing right on the first one. Envious will seal the deal. That's going to be match point here for Renatus White.
This feels like a carpet rug pull off of Astia. They've played a slow default the last 3 rounds, and this time, the last round, it actually worked. And I think Renatus White read that, and because of that, they actually pushed forward on all sides, and basically they just got collapsed on. And Renatus White are on match point now. Great raid from them.
Absolutely. Renatus White have just been, I think, in the heads of VLT Hysteria in this entire map. You look at every single round that they've run, whether it's a retake, they're capable of taking it back a side. Whether it's a mid-round rotation towards C, they don't bite on the fakes. Like, literally every single read has been going to Renatus White, save for the times when VLT wins out in frags here. But desperate Hail Mary attempt as they try to avoid being defeated here. They gather their forces, they rally their troops here towards the C side, but unfortunately they will be denied entry. And so they will try to poke and prod elsewhere, but they do not have a lot of map control. They want to go towards A. Problem is, Envy is right there, already pushed up close. They might not expect her on this off angle if they do rotate there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Assyria still have anything in the tank right now, because look at their economy, look at their guns. There's 2 pistols there, and only 1 full rifle. Only Casper on the battle. She has had the hot hands on that. They do have the Bladestorm on Muffin Loop as well, but they just can't find opening frags right now. Time is ticking, and it's only 45 seconds left.
Yeah, and they're looking a little bit unmoored here, like just not sure where to go, and Aphrodite will get, again, another one here, finding the right timing onto Britzy. So no more Sova, no more recons, and how are you going to enter onto the site with Legit Queen without a recon dart? Legit Queen able to shut down 2 yet again, and it's looking like it's going to be match point here. Game point, sorry, rather, as Mochi X will find another kill, leaving it all to Meow 16k yet again in a 1v5 with just a ghost. And she will be transported to the Spirit Realm. That is it, 13-6. And Renatus White have found the decisive blow on this game. Another amazing performance from the girls in white here. Key, what are your thoughts on that game? Amazing run.
I actually thought it was going to get dicey once Assyria started getting the momentum and started evening things out, and I thought it was going to be, you know, Assyria starting to win here and there. But then Renatus White just took 1 round and then strung it over and over again, and Assyria looked like they suddenly got lost. And I think that it's like you mentioned, it's the mid-round decisions that really hurt Assyria and that made Renatus White successful on Haven, and I think we might still see that on Ascent. I might need to change my 2-1 to a 2-0.
Yeah, you know, honestly, at this point, Renatus White just looking very much clean here. This is a map that we thought that, you know, Asteria White would really perform on. This is one where they're, you know, very much proficient at. Unfortunately, it just didn't show. When it came to the, you know, the expertise on how to handle the map, every single time they were shut down. But again, that was just game number 1. We still have game number 2 coming up very, very shortly. They're not, excuse me, Renatus White looking very much strong here as they do take the momentum towards game number 2. Can they continue on? We'll find out when we get back from this break. Again, this is Illustrato. Alongside me is Kate, your casters here today. We'll be back in just a second. Don't touch that browser.
आजा वापस जल्दी। हाँ हाँ आगे बोल रहे टाइम देख, टाइम कितना दे रहे हैं? 9:15 हो गया। वॉक पे कर। Their productions works. They're showing match number 3 for map number 1. If you are uneducated, look, because the third match we are having a map, playing a map is different than playing a match. There is no counter for the maps which currently being shown. It's go one. The third match, so we are keeping account on the number of matches we are playing. I wish you were educated. A bit more money was spent on your education. I wish you were that educated to understand the difference between match and map. Caster volume कम करके भतूरा का आवाज आने दो. He's coming, don't worry. Next map क्या है? It's Ascent, उसके बाद है Split. So let's see. Let's see. Abhi second map is gonna start. Everyone went for a walk. First map did went a bit sideways, but yeah, it's never mind. Tilted ho kya? No, no, I'm not tilted, bro. I'm just spitting facts. I saw a guy writing a paragraph showing hate instead of doing something to this community. आज तक एक एक पॉइंट का भी कुछ किया नहीं होगा, लेकिन उंगली करनी जरूर आती है, निकुश निकालना जरूर आता है. कुछ लोगों की आदत होती है कि करें कुछ नहीं, लेकिन बैठे बैठे ओ माय गॉड, हाँ बॉल वैसे फेंक सकते थे, थोड़ा ऑफ स्विंग होता तो शायद धोनी आउट हो जाता, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं. फाइन. और अब ये चैट में दिखेंगे भी नहीं. लेट्स गो VLT AST, लेट्स गो. बस छोटे बच्चे रे, डैमेजर तू छोड़ना रे. It's fine. See, I don't. These things barely affect me. It's just that there's so little going around for this specific community. Oh, bhai, देख के, आराम से. And even then, if you cannot support, at least don't try to bring it down. If you have a question, you can always ask. You'll get an answer with a smile. लेकिन आप भैया. Let's go. Is this low bracket? Yes, we played our first game against Nigma Galaxy. We lost. Then we played against Big. We won it. And now we're playing the third match, which is low bracket semifinals. Uh, round 2 है ये. Yeah, I think this is semifinals. Round 2 बोलते जो भी है, whatever they have named. And depending on this match result, we'll have a match today and then tomorrow. Let's see. Will Asteria play Sky Esports their upcoming events? Uh, well, I think abhi, like for us, waiting for the VCT and the event was the first priority. Would have played more events during the period of time while preparing, or even played during. अभी जो 10 दिन का टाइम चल रहा था, इसमें भी हम लोग कुछ इनविटेशनल इवेंट्स वगैरह खेल सकते थे, बट वी ट्राइड नॉट टू. आने वाले टाइम में ज़रूर, क्योंकि FSL मतलब आई डोंट थिंक इट happens that frequently, since it doesn't. So जब when FSL is not there, when VCT is not there, they'll play other events. I'll make sure that they get to play good events जहाँ अच्छी अच्छी teams खेलेंगी. And yeah, that is the plan. Map Vito, please. The first map was Heaven, second is Ascent, third is Split. Easy comeback here, let's go Ray. चलो guys, like जरूर करना stream को. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button. Let's show some support to all of them. And 2K likes होने को चले. कैस्पर ने क्या मस्त मस्त वो किए. अपना प्यार दिखाते रहो guys. The game is gonna begin now. They are all in the lobby. Yeah. I always show my love and support to Velocity Gaming as a true fan. I was telling their Valorant production. Okay. Then miscoms, lolly. Sorry, my bad. Apologies taken back. आज VLT का फर्स्ट मैच देखा इसलिए बोला ओके ओके no hate to you यार lolly. I'm just telling the way you saw the first game and commented that was the first comment I read when I came to the chat and saw you. So you understand. कोई बात नहीं. It's fine. Taken back. यूफो जैकेट नहीं हो रहा क्या? खोल के रखा है रे. अभी थोड़ा पसीना आ जाता है. प्रेशर आता है ना थोड़ा. एस्टीरिया राइम्स विद स्त्रिया क्या होता है? चलो हर्डल का टाइम हो गया गाइस. टीम हर्डल. सी यू गाइस इन अ मोमेंट.
let's go guys, let's go. टैग दिख नहीं रहा मेरे को. जीतते हैं. हम्म, 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 हम्म. अल्लाह. गाइस नहीं हो रहा क्या? हैशटैग स्पैम नहीं हो रहा क्या? हैशटैग भतूड़ा तो स्पैम नहीं हो रहा क्या? गाइस हैशटैग भतूड़ा लूडो स्पैम नहीं हो रहा क्या? नकली टेंस माँ का अन्ना का स्माइल फेस. अरे हाँ ना. रुक 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 रुक. वो नहीं है ना आज. वही मैं सोचूं क्या मिसिंग है. अरे आ गया लकी चाम अपना. लेट्स गो गाइस. अन्ना आ गए गाइस. अन्ना आ गए. लेट्स गो. जीतते हैं. ऐसे जीतते हैं. अन्ना स्माइलिंग फेस वाज द लकी चाम. एग्जैक्टली ब्रो. आ गए अन्ना. अन्ना नहीं. अन्ना आपका फेस लकी चाम है. उस दिन अपना कमबैक हुआ था. जीते थे हम लोग. अन्ना आपको बुली कर रहा है. अन्ना को मैं बुली करूंगा गाइस. इतना अच्छा फेस. लकी चाम इज हियर. एग्जैक्टली. अन्ना का कैम वाज लकी. दैट्स व्हाई वी लो. हाँ ना. आ गया अन्ना. रुचि थैंक्स फॉर सर्विसेज. नहीं अन्ना चैट में गाइस मत करो ये सब प्लीज. अन्ना आ गए. लेट्स गो. जीतेंगे. अन्ना लकी चाम ऑफ वीएलटी. हाँ ना. हैशटैग अन्ना लकी चाम कर दो. लेट्स गो. हैशटैग अन्ना लकी चाम. वीएलटी एस्टीरिया अन्ना. वीएलटी एस्टीरिया अन्ना. अन्ना का स्माइल देख के मोटिवेशन प्लस. एग्जैक्टली. थैंक यू फॉर सर्विस. पोस्टर बनाओ. अन्ना अन्ना नहीं. प्लीज अन्ना. हैशटैग अन्ना लकी चाम. लेट्स गो गाइस. Anna lucky charm. Yes, let's go, guys. Hashtag feel the velocity. Hashtag Asteria for the win. hashtag VLT for them. Let's go. म्याओ नहीं ये मैच रेज क्यों नहीं खेला? देखते हैं guys, देखते हैं, वेट करो, थोड़ा वेट करो, रेज ही लेगी म्याओ। म्याओ रेज, लेट्स गो। पीओवी में क्या हो रहा है? पीओवी में टीम हर्डल गाइस, टीम हर्डल। पीओवी लेट है, नहीं है, एग्जैक्ट है, बराबर है पीओवी। हैशटैग एंड द कर्स, टाइम टू एंड द कर्स। मियाँ को क्या हो गया? कुछ नहीं गए। पीओवी सही है, हाँ ना, बराबर है पीओवी। लेट है जाटू तो, अरे ये रियल टाइम है, देखो ये जो है ना, ये रियल टाइम है, और वो पीओवी डिले है गेम से मैच करने के लिए। एसेंट किसका पिक है रुचर? गई बता था, वीटो हुआ था, हेवन, एसेंट और स्प्लिट। लेट है पीओवी, माँ कसम लेट नहीं है बे, गेम के साथ मैच हो रहा है। रियल टाइम पीओवी देख के क्या करोगे? सेलिब्रेशन सब वो। अगर आज ऑस्ट्रेलिया जीतेगी तो आज प्री बोर्ड में फुल आएंगे, लेट्स गो, हाँ ना आएंगे, लेट्स गो, जीतेंगे। कैन वी सी बतूरा का डांस आफ्टर इवेंट? हाँ ना, करवाता, जीतते हैं आज। अन्ना को बुलाओ रहे हैं, अन्ना दुबई में है गाइस, फरारी क्लब चैलेंजर के लिए। रेराचू किधर की है गाइस ये? कास्टर किधर के रेराचू? सिंगापुर है क्या? ये टेंस क्या कर रहा है भाई? मत करो ना यार, फोन से आ जाओ, देखते हैं ना ये मैच जीतते हैं, फिर अन्ना अगर फ्री होंगे ना तो बोलता है अन्ना को। भटूरा को बुलाओ, सस्ते टेंस को भगाओ। गेम साउंड, ओके ओके, गेम साउंड नहीं आ रहा क्या? रुको,
Has been deployed. Kohibi getting one. It's going to be a crossfire here towards that
अब आ रहा होगा
entrance. They're going to be dipping and diving around it left and right, and they actually get the kills on top of it.
साउंड देन
Kohibi
कास्टिंग का।
hasn't been stopped, has time to heal. That's going to be Muffin Loop getting the refrag onto Machi X, but they are still stuck in a very tough spot. Flag already coming through. Envious finally getting that kill onto Muffin Loop, leaving us into 1v3 all up to Britzy, who has the spike, but has a lot of kills to find.
Yeah, it's a 1v3 right now. It's going to be difficult for her to get any kills here, and the Frenzy is just going to finish her off. K for ID getting the head off her counterpart. That's Sova versus Sova, and it looks like the boost from the wall is actually pretty useful there. Oh, this is actually a replay from the previous.
गाइस हैशटैग वीएलटी फॉर द, ये वीएलटी एसटीरा फॉर द विन स्पैम नहीं हो रहा है क्या?
Boost from the wall and a double peek.
अबे अन्ना भी आ गए
For
चैट में।
Renatus White there to make sure to punish the slow A push from Asteria. I think
पीओवी
that's
डिले इज मोर देन गेम।
Yeah, these pistol
क्या कर
rounds,
रहा है?
man, for Renatus White, they're just having, such a
ठीक चल रहा
valuable
है
success on it. And
पीओवी।
time and time again, they're
नो
able
गेम
to
साउंड
deliver
रुचिर
it.
भाई,
One
लो
of the
साउंड।
strong suits for Renatus White that unfortunately
रुको,
Asteria have been punished by.
अब ठीक है,
And it's
अब
giving
ठीक आ
them
रहा होगा
really
गेम
a
साउंड।
lot of leeway in these rounds. So I'd like to see them
साउंड
do a
बढ़ा
little bit better on the
कर
pistol,
दिया भाई,
especially in the
गाली क्यों
next round
देते हो?
coming up here. But
हैशटैग वीएलटी
Asteria,
एसटीरा फॉर,
they're
लेट्स
going to
गो
be on the
गाइस, क्या
equal
करते
round.
हैं?
They're known
वीएलटी
to be
एसटीरा
good on
विन,
the pistols.
स्पैम स्पैम
Let's see
स्पैम।
if they can get a couple of guns away from Renatus.
Yeah, and really winning the first pistol rounds is actually going to dictate the pace of the game. So if Renatus White can keep this down, especially with those
चलो,
specters, they're not messing
मेरे माइक
around.
से
We've
थोड़ी
seen
आवाज़ आ
some
रही होगी,
teams maybe only buy specters
सब
for
टीम
3
को
members, maybe keep
मोटिवेट
them
कर
on
रहे हैं,
3
आप लोग भी
before
करो
a
चैट
rifle
में।
upgrade eventually.
आवाज़
But
बढ़ा
they're
दिया।
being quite greedy, and I think Renatus White are doing a good job making sure that everyone has the specters here, playing around the economy advantage that they have
1300
for
लोग
number
देख
2.
रहे हैं, मेरे को लगता है अगर एक
They've
साथ 100 लोग भी
Straight
लिखेंगे
trying to
ना
pick away
चैट
at
में
the ice wall here.
हैशटैग
Torche
वीएलटी
trying to draw the
एसटीरिया
veil
विन,
onto the A site, but
तो
nobody
बाकी
really
लोग
going
भी
to be
करेंगे।
making themselves known for
करते हैं
now
ट्राई
as
एक
the
बार।
rest of the team. It's clearly just a lurk here towards A. Nobody's
100
fighting.
200 लोग एक
But
साथ
Meow
लिखते हैं
16K
वीएलटी
with a
एसटीरिया विन,
classic from up close. That's
देखते हैं
already
बाकी
a
लोग
very
ज्वाइन करते हैं कि
successful
नहीं।
kill
लेट्स गो।
here. And they have already Muffin Loop trying to cut up rotations. She will be cut out right now. Aphrodite with a double.
30 seconds
देख
left.
रहे हैं अन्ना
Themselves,
मत कर
another good round here. That should be the end of the anti-eco. They lose one, sure. Lucky X might be in a little bit of trouble. Not with the right click on that range though. But still, Renas White, they managed to take another one and very much cleanly so.
Aphrodite's been stepping up this series, like not just in the previous round. Kaibi was still on top, but
वही बोला
Aphrodite was a close
कर रहे हैं
second.
spam.
And this is what we were talking about in the panel with Jaeger. He wanted
बोला ना
everyone
spam
else to show
करवा
up
देना
and
तेरा
not
भाई
just let it be a Kaibi
upcoming
show. He mentioned Aphrodite,
mortal.
Envious, and
Mortal.
Ryu and Origin team to show up. And definitely Aphrodite is showing up pretty big in these last two maps.
Let's go guys spam
They have
ऐसे
been
spam करो
already turning out with a pretty good performance. Can they recreate that throughout the game? Aggressive control here towards B main, and I like seeing this, especially on the anti-eco round. You want to fight for map control, you want to get up close. This is a really good,
देखो कितना अच्छा
strong
लग रहा है
fundamentals
chat
that we're seeing right now, and the fact that they double up on it helps their case even more. The Aldrone will not necessarily spot out
Nice.
just yet. Finally will, but Shrey on top of it is so ready for that peak. Envious, they know there's one more because the
Nice
Aldrone
shot, Shrey.
was spotted. Aphrodite
Nice shot,
to
Shrey.
follow suit shortly thereafter.
Yeah, we've had pretty quiet game from Shrey in the previous round, but I think now you can still see
Let's
that
go.
she's very comfortable with her aim. She's still
बस
getting those headshots.
अभी imagine करो
This
अगर
might
players
be,
players
their
देखेंगे ना
finally
game
their round to win. And
match
I
के
think
बाद
that,
तो उनको
Shrey
कितना अच्छा
starting
लगेगा
to better,
chat में चल
especially
रहा है ये
back on
spam
this Sentinel.
करते रहो बाकी लोग भी करेंगे join
Shrey definitely looking
Spam
a
करो,
little
बाकी लोग
bit
भी join
more
करेंगे।
comfortable. Not still the blowout performance Shrey that we've seen getting back-to-back aces, but still it's a little bit of a return to form somewhat here.
lower your mic sound a bit
Again,
wait
Meow
hold on
16k on the Raze. Not so much a great performance last time when she was on the Sentinel, but now already starting to put up numbers early into the game. So this is definitely a breath of fresh air. But a close Shrey's gonna be able to get one. No, it's actually Meow who does get it. And that leaves it all up to Kohaibi, who is in a 1v5, will get flushed out by the paint shell. Not going to be taking too much damage, but the sound cue
कोई
might have
बोल
actually
रहा
just
था
given her away.
Shrey देख लो
They're
हाँ ना
watching that position like a hawk, just making
Nice
sure they
nade.
don't lose any more guns.
Yeah, Kohaibi just wants to get at least one pick off. There's a Reaper ult going on. Does not even get Britzy down. That's going to
Imagine
be a
if Shrey
flawless, secret lab flawless
played
round
from
for
India.
Asteria. And it's like you mentioned,
वहाँ से
Meow
मारेगा
16K on
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
the
से
Raze
मार
is
रही है इतना
also
अच्छा
something
सोचो
different from the previous map. Shrey is the one that went back to the Sentinel. Meow 16K on that Raze. This was the Raze that we were looking for in the wildcards, right? This Meow 16K on Raze is really strong, and it's showing.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that, throughout the day, she'll be able to find more and more value with
Meow
utility
16 के
or be able
lady
to open
wings
up
है
sites for her team
पता नहीं
because,
भाई पता नहीं
just on that cipher, it was very
क्या
much
पता
underwhelming for me. And that
मैंने tips
if she
वगैरह
can
तो
maybe,
दिए हैं
I'd say, be a stronger force on the entries upon clearing those sites, especially here on Ascent, that should definitely be worthwhile for her team. But shock darts will
सब
be
कर रहे हैं
deployed here
guys
towards B main, not
इंडियन
gonna be
कम्युनिटी में
finding
सब
anyone
हेल्प
for
कर रहे हैं
now.
जितने स्ट्रीमर्स
As
हैं
yet again, true to the
जितने
form of Asteria
players
to
हैं सब
spread out,
सपोर्ट
get
कर
a
रहे हैं
little bit more of
स्क्रिम्स कर रहे हैं
information,
सब सब
force a
कर रहे
couple of
हैं
rotations,
अभी आप लोगों का
use a
काम
lot
है
of
कि आप
bait
लोग
out
सिर्फ
a lot of
सपोर्ट करो
utility.
ताकि वो लोग अगर
Nobody
देखे
really biting
चैट
again on Renatus White.
Yeah, they're playing very
हाँ
patiently
बीसी
here.
स्पैम करते
Patient, but at the same
रहे
time
और
with a
कुछ
little bit of
काम नहीं है
aggression,
करने
like
को
they still take control, but they don't push too far
हाँ ना
forward.
और
And I
क्या
think that's really frustrating for Asteria,
ये भी
who
10
are
सेकंड
playing
लेट
the
है
default
ओके
and
मैं
looking for
देखता
kills. They hear the satchel come up.
बेस्ट
There's
ऑफ
the
कितना है
alarm bot
रुचर
spawning
हाँ
her
बेस्ट
out.
ऑफ 3
They don't know that someone
पहला
is in the
मैप हो गया
corner though. That
ये
alarm, that boom bot is going to not find anyone at all. So they're not sure that Kohaibi is there. But now that the wall is used, they should know where she is.
Yeah, and she's pretty much pinned up, but there's not enough people to punish it. Envious is right there to get Muffin Loop, though. And Meow is still trying to find some value here towards short, but they're not giving her anything. That recon dart's not going to do much because there's two players holding it. They cannot get these kills, and that's stifling their progress here. They're just not being able to get anything here towards that short position. It's held too strongly.
जैसा तुम
And
बोलो
what
भाई
avenues that they
Let's
had
go.
was towards that CT spawn and towards that B side, but they were just picked apart here towards that entrance, and now they don't really have the numbers anymore. And happily, Renatus White will just play back. Now, that's a great entry though from Casper, who gets one. Envious finding 3 kills. The spike going down though, but with 10 seconds left, she has to run onto the side, has to go ahead and plant it. I don't think they can deny it just yet. She might be able to get it off, but can she even hold on to it? They're going to swarm rush. Absolutely zerging the site right now. Showstopper swinging right, gets one, can't take out the gun in time. Still 1 kill for Meow, 16k, but the spike goes down, and yet again, it's going to be another Renatus round.
Yes, it's what we mentioned in a previous map as well, that the mid-round decisions for Natus White is what really gets them
न्यू स्कोर इज
to
2-4 गाइस मिलेगा मिलेगा सब
gets
कुछ
all those rounds.
लीग्स क्यों
Like
चाहिए
even the B retake
एंजॉय
there,
करते
they
हैं मैच
know
एंजॉय करते
that
हैं
there's not much time for Meow 16
मेरे
to
बगल
actually
में
get the
मैच चल
point,
रहा
so
है
they
मैं
actually
आपके साथ
send
मैच
two
देख रहा
members
हूँ
running
बैठ
to
के
the side. But in case both members die, they also have one member away from that, so that the time can just run out. They secure that round for sure
Oh, yeah.
with those 3 members.
I do not like that Meow
Opponent is
16K
strong,
stalled
है ना?
so long onto A short.
Anti,
They know
anti.
that there's
हाँ
two
यार,
there. Just
anti
let
guys.
them have the map control. Make meaningful progress elsewhere. They never they already got
Ascent
deep
अपने को
towards
पता है ये
pizza,
city
but
side
Muffin
अपना
Loop already
कैसा है
got picked off on her own, and then they had a player towards B
इस
main
साइड
who
पे
just died
जितने
on
भी
her own as
निकले
well. And so
rounds
it's just these pickoffs that
काफी
were,
है
I'd say, easily
how much
tradable,
pings they
and
get
map
from
control
Australia
that they could
Rajat
have easily taken for themselves.
130
But they
stream
were,
volume
I'd say,
UFO
given
कम
away
किया
because
increased
they
that
were
okay ना wait
allocating the resources in strange positions where they shouldn't be. Aphrodite with a Guardian is just so good
Yeah,
as
I've
well.
never seen anyone so effective on the Guardian before, but Kfredite just makes it work. That gun seems to have her name on it, and
Opponent
looks
is
like
good in
Assyria are
strategy.
starting to run out of
होगा
answers, especially on the
city side
Valorant. Their
अपनी
utility
strategy
usage is
देखिए
not really flushing Rue out, and she's
wait
still
करते हैं
holding
थोड़ा wait
free.
करते हैं
They've not gained much ground.
Not at all. And this A short has been proving to be so difficult to break through. That's a quick swing out. The Ferrari peak is good right here from Meow
it's funny
16K.
how you think
Dashing
city
on
side
in,
is
and Britsy's right there with the backup. That's a
probably
spike
bro
down though. As
you don't know
Kohibi
until
taking
you
a
see
hold here towards short. Low HP onto Kohibi. Doesn't matter. The headshot comes in as Muffin Loop gets decimated. 2v3. And just when they had a little bit of a lifeline towards that A side, it gets snuffed out as the smoke fades away. Just like the hopes from them taking this round, as Kohibi finding a triple
win or
kill,
lose
has
it's
the
a
res
great
available.
experience
Will
for our
she even
team
need it?
exactly
Uses it just for good measure. Swinging around the corner, it's Kohibi with a 4K. Let's get it, she says, as she picks up another massive kill and another massive round from Renatus White. You guys said it. You want the whole team to step up? Well, here she is.
Yeah, and Kohibi using that res really ensures the round, either using her teammate as bait or making sure that, you know, it becomes a 3v1 instead. And with someone like Kohibi, she's gonna get the kills anyway, so why hold that res? You can get some economy back. Look at her, she gets one kill here, immediately stops the push from Asteria, slows it down so much that they just can't get the plan down.
Yeah, I think they needed to be a little bit more decisive, Asteria. They got the kills. They needed to have, you know, had the affirmative action to just go onto the site, take the round, and secure that plant. But they stalled out. And as that was happening, they just fall. But now, they're trying to work towards B, but they've already lost a couple of players here. It's looking like a good thrifty round so far. Dashing onto the site, Muffin Loop is able to get the kill here alongside that deployed ultimate right there from Killjoy. And that's
Nice one, Muffin.
another kill for Muffin Loop. That's what they've been waiting for here, Asteria. They need their star player to pop off when all things are looking bleak and dark. They need Muffin Loop to be their saving grace, the silver lining on a dark cloud, as Casper will find the round, the kill that they need to get VLT Asteria into a 2-4.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Yahoo Thrifty. Those two opening kills though, really punishing the B main push. We like the B main push, but having that partner there should secure the kills, but not if someone is gonna hit those sheriff headshots, and they immediately get deleted off of that B main, and they get the upgraded guns, and suddenly it just fell apart for Natus White.
That's what I like. That's what I want to see from Asteria. Going just full pelt on it. Just completely having at it in the round. Letting their aim shine. Letting their coordination. Letting their tenacity really speak for them. Because they do have the ability to just go at it and take down heads and be unbridled in the round. But for the most part, they've been looking like they've been watered down. Not so much so now as Shrey finding that kill onto Envious. It is a legal round, however, so the more people they keep alive, the better, and that's definitely one to keep their economy healthy.
Yeah, and they're still playing it safe. It's the patience from Asteria that we've been seeing so far, and Rua is gonna get ahead though. And Mochi X is gonna get another one of her own, and she has control over Spike.
And a Vandal.
Yeah, it's starting to look dicey right now. I mean, it's a 3v3. They still have better guns, but they don't have control over the Spike. And now it's starting to look pretty dicey for Asteria. Okay, they're going to get Kfredite.
One enemy remaining.
Britzy gets the timing. Okay, that's the round, but they still have to recover the Spike here. Mochi X has a Vandal, like I said, but not looking the right way. Completely off guard there, and that's going to be a breath of relief here for VLT Asteria, as that almost started to get out of control, a little bit out of hand here with the pistol and the classic kill.
Yeah, and great patient play here. I don't know how Rue gets that headshot there. I think just from the sound cue, she expected someone to be running that direction and immediately gets the head through the smoke. That was actually really interesting. But they made it a bit expensive. On the side of Asteria, though, Muffin Loop with the operator, offensive operator, in fact.
I'm excited to see it. I mean,
As they
really, Ascent is one of those maps where you can make a lot of room. You can get those opening picks, clear out a lot of angles with that operator, and Muffin Loop finding that aggression, trying to be the first person, that linchpin, that key point for her team to be able to open up those sites. That's absolutely vital in a game like this, especially when they're looking a little bit worn down from the previous one. But the Hunter's Fury will be deployed, will be enough to force a tailwind out, but not enough to find a kill. Kohaibi should be able to heal her up in a minute after that timer does go through here. Operator shot goes wide there towards Pizza. That's going to signal them to rotate towards A.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow for Mysteria yet again, but I think they should be pretty decisive when they actually choose to take on the site. There's a Jet Stealer being annoying, and that fly is going to get swatted by Kohaibi. Quick headshot onto Muffin Loop, who was playing with the Blade Storm, but could not find any heads. Now it's going to be to execute now, 16k. Satchel's in, but the gravity well actually slows her down so much. There's the lockdown being committed as well. Mochi X with a kill, and it's now down to a 5v3. Asteria, do they have the answers for this?
Looking like they
30 seconds left.
are not going to be... Though they will get detained, actually. Just one player. In the end, Casper's right there to find Kohaibi, though. The spike has not gone down. They haven't found any real estate. It's a beautiful lockdown to actually delay the plant. And 15 seconds left. They have to go. They have to go now, but they'll be threading the needle here towards A site. And with so little time, they just can't do it. It's Envious with a triple kill cleanup right now on Renata's White side to easily whittle out any presence that there was remaining onto that A side. VLT Hysteria, once more, they get shut down with a clock behind their back.
Yeah, it's definitely the timing that actually forced them to push through that smoke, and they had no more utility to use to actually stop Envious from getting that triple kill. And because they did not have time on their side, they just couldn't do anything at all, and Envious shut them down.
I think we can pull off.
It's just the timing on the defender lockdown was nigh perfect, and the combination of the gravity well that was used so nicely from Mochi X, is able to find that kill onto Meow 16k, was caught out in the open, and the utility once more shining from Renata's White. Now, how are they going to answer back? They have still enough money. The operator just wasn't doing it for them, so they will have to be a little bit more spread out. Trying to find a couple more picks here. Rue just around this corner. We'll be waiting for the contact of this alarm bot before the swing out comes, and it's good enough to do some damage, but not enough to find a kill.
That's really low. And what's worked for Asir so far is fast, aggressive executes on the site. And I feel like when they do these slow defaults, they're actually playing into Renata's White's game, which is they're holding very strong double peak angles. They're holding crossfires as well. You can see on mid, and they're just playing back. And Astera, they're not gonna find anything.
Yeah, once again, they're basically starved of map control. They're unable to get any meaningful progress. And sure, they have some, but at 33 seconds left in the round, they're leaving themselves with such little room for error. Every single round, they're pushing it to the wire, to the limit, to be able to get onto these sites, to break into it. And now they're trying to go for this contact play here. Rue will hear the footsteps coming across, not going to try to spray through here, knowing that her back might be vulnerable. They have to clear out Mochi X. They pop out and emerge, rather. It's Casper who does get one. Traded out by Envious, though, but Britzy will find the refrag. Now it's a 4v3, and they actually do get the spike plant, but they're locked into sight. They have to fight. They know they need to. Kohaibi's right there to get Mahop and Loop, and that's going to be the showstopper deployed here. Up close and personal. She finds one, but she's trapped within the corner. Has to peek, but from behind, she does get shot down. 5-3 will become 4 right now. Sorry, 6 as Renata's White yet again will be able to get another round. And it's coming to these rounds, Key. Just they need to leave themselves a little bit more time to get into those post plants.
Yeah, they just couldn't even get the clean site when they planted the spike. Look at this, the spike has been planted, but they haven't cleared the site yet, and because of that, they lose some members to some trades. Kohaibi with a 6th sense, finding Muffin Loop in short, but at that point in time, it was a bit too late, and here comes the Asteria pause.
Let's see if the Asteria pause does make a difference this time. It wasn't exactly the Damascene conversion that we were expecting last time, but maybe this time it'll be a full revelatory pause that we're used to seeing, as you know, Asteria like to do. But with their economy a little bit in ruins, I suppose they're trying to figure out what they can buy. They have Britzy who can drop a couple of pistols in, maybe spread it, share the wealth with a couple of sheriffs here and there, and they have been successful on the pistols. They can hit the shots, but whether Renatus White will let them is a very different question entirely.
Yeah, for sure. Those sheriffs can be deadly in the hands of Asteria, but Renatus White, they've been so strong right now. Every time Asteria find a little bit of a footing, they take it away from them. And Renatus White, their defense is just so strong. I think this is exactly why they put Kohibi on the stage. You can see her performing, and that wall has been very annoying for Asteria, especially those extra angles. So she's really playing the stage to perfection, and she has the res back up yet again. So if any of her teammates die, she could just res one of them and make it really a numbers game.
You, I think, hit the nail on the head, and one of the beautiful things about it is the wall and the slow orb is because they know that Asteria like to run the clock down low, how much more time they can buy with their utility. That's a lot of time that they actually can do with the slow orb, the walls, the gravity wells, everything just going against VLT Asteria. So they have to be a little bit more decisive when they enter into those sites here. Aldrone will spot out one, but only one, I think. Around the corner, Muffin Loop was just waiting. Still an eco round, and they have had a lot of success now. They have the map control. Now they get pizza.
Yeah.
But there's 3 players waiting on the other side of it.
It's funny how it's now that they actually have the map control. They actually get a kill onto Aphrodite, but Kohibi is gonna have a skewer of her own. Gets 3, gets 4, even might be the ace for Kohibi, and she completes the intel ace on that battle sage.
Wow, already now again. Okay, she used the res a couple of rounds ago, and she's gonna have it right back up. 5 charges for you. Definitely the round, the game that we want from Kohibi. An absolute textbook performance from this battle sage here. Unrelenting as she doesn't give up the side, wants to fight for it, and with good reason. As never will she sequester it without being forced to relinquish the side. 5 full kills for her, and again the res absolutely massive, can come out whenever they need it.
Yeah, and it's 7-3 right now, and this is a serious map pick. Just like to remind everyone that Renatus White are ready for Ascent, and they're ready for Asteria.
This is one of the best I think I've seen Renatus White play. When I'd say a couple of open to go, yeah, they have the aim, yeah, they can clutch, but do they have the teamwork? Now they're answering it with a resounding yes.
I've never seen them so cohesive either. I think something happened between last week and now, and I think that's the great part about tournaments with a little bit of break in between. They actually get to retool. They just maybe sit down, re-strategize, find out what's going on, find out what's going wrong also. And look, last week we actually saw them go 11-13 twice against Albigo Celeste. So definitely not a team to snooze at. A Meow 16k with the flights. Envious getting deleted with that Phantom. This is exactly what they need. And it's going to be a 3v4 retake for Renatus White.
That is the entry they were looking for. That's got to ignite them for sure. But there's a res on the other side, like we mentioned in the previous round. So it's a 4v4 retake. Now they can actually set up a post. So this might be a little bit better, as it's a great kill from Britzy. Traded out by Ruin as well as Stray. Still a 3v2 right now. Kiprodite will be trying to use the Odin to spam through. Mochi X does get one in. It's Kiprodite once again with the Odin to find a double kill. Renatus White have found one more round here to take us 8-4. And just Kiprodite, Kohibi, they're all stepping up. Every single one of the members here of Renatus White, exactly what they look for. They're bright spots, flashes of inspiration from VLT Asteria, especially on those entries. But they're only flashes in the pan, as they're unable to close out the rounds right after that.
And this Odin, absolutely deadly. That bullet went through the floor, but that's what the Odin is good for, and that's why the Odin is amazing on Ascent. We've seen a lot of Sovas do this to perfection, and that's exactly why you buy an Odin on this map.
Just the Sova on the Odin is absolutely crucial here. Spots the shoulder. Oh, just enough. And Shrey left rocked by it. There's no way that she could have done anything about that. Hunter's Fury though, but it's on the wrong target. The Jet, that's the last person you want to commit the Hunter's Fury on. So a little bit of, I'd say, of a misplay here for Britzy. Obviously, the Jet can easily get out of a Hunter's Fury, and so Muffin Loop will bring things back, though. Envious has been spotted out. We'll find another look at that entry. Has to come up huge here. The gravity well can't get out of it, and it's awkward for Kohibi, but Fritzy will go down eventually. Casper looking to push through the smoke. Not ready for it was Kohibi, and Rue is able to get a trade-off. Still a 2v2 now. The spike will go down, and they're far removed. They're far away from the spike, but still, they've got the time.
And this is where Rue and Mochi X have to step up. There's the Cosmic Divide being used as well. That's Casper's Cosmic Divide. Mochi X can add even more chaos to this by adding her own Cosmic Divide, and it's now a big cross there, and I'm not sure what they can do here.
There's a little bit of a couple, there's a couple of pockets where they can hide themselves.
Too many pockets.
But yeah, and now I'm absolutely befuddled as to how they're going to approach this one. One fades away, but there's still another one. So it's a little bit curious as Casper gets one, looking for the double here, swings around the corner, and she's going to make the triple kill with the last bullet. Absolutely beautiful from Casper yet again, keeping Asteria alive here. She has been the guiding light, the force, which is keeping Asteria alive.
Yeah, not just on this map, but also the previous map as well. Envy is getting the first kill there. I thought Renazwa had this in the bag, but Muffin Loop just getting those 2 quick headshots at the beginning was just so sharp. And look at this last play, 2v1, they play it so well. The Jet doesn't peek until someone commits, and maybe if Rue swings that, the Jet is there to punish. So they played it so well, and Casper, of course, with that aim, getting the 3k there to secure the round for them. 4-8 right now. I mean, could have been worse, right? But Casper is there to save the day.
It's a great round here from Asteria, again from Casper. Just the fadeaway tap to end things. Really great work here, but still 8-4. They need to win the pistol. And this is where Asteria have been stalled out in the middle of the freeway. They can't find the pistol rounds. And you know, when you don't win the pistol rounds, that's a lot of momentum that you're denying yourself. So they have to win this one. They have to be able to keep it clean here and try to get themselves this pistol and, you know, reduce that gap on the scoreline.
I remember reading a statistic about when you win a pistol round, what is your percent chance of winning the whole game? And if you win both pistol rounds, the percent chance of winning the whole game goes up to 70. And it really goes to show how important these pistol rounds are. 70, 75? But, I mean, it really goes to show these pistol rounds are.
I think it was 80.
I think it was close to 80. Yeah, I think you're right. I think first pistol round win is already pretty high, like 60 plus.
Yeah, and if you get 2, it's like 80% chance to win the match. But we'll see. Now it's a 4v5 though. VLT Asteria, they have a little bit to go off of. So a one-man advantage. They can try to play off of this, but they have to go into fully stacked A site. Nobody onto A main though. Rue is gonna get that chance here, but will denied by the shock dart. And Britzy's good for 2. Now it's up to Kohibi who gets 1. Looking for another. Has to reload around the corner. They can't commit onto this defuse just yet because Britzy will close it out. 3 kills from Britzy. Now it's her turn to step up. 3 kills from her gets us the 8-5, and that was exactly what Asteria needed.
Yeah, Britzy, just like to remind people as well, if you missed the interview, she was actually playing on a 6-tiered monitor before this tournament, and now she's stepping up because now she finally has a good PC, and it's really showing.
You know, I think there is no bigger jump in the whole of PC gaming to go from like 60 to 144 hertz.
Truly
like,
nothing.
I think that is literally the biggest
Even
jump.
if you go from 144 to anything else, it's just
law of diminishing
it's
returns.
just diminishing returns. But 60 to 144, you see things that you've never seen before. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, things are smooth.
I felt it. Like when I finally switched to 144, butter, absolute butter, mint. But they now will be grouping their way towards that A site. They find a kill through the smoke from Keferdaddy just for good measure. Well, they'll find her and they go down. 4v5 now as they're looking like they're in a little bit of trouble here, hoping that somebody walks into their crosshairs. Casper does, but there is a smoke to obscure the vision for the meantime here. Rue looking to push through, getting that kill, and they're getting the kills with the pistols. A little bit haphazard from Renatus White here. From Asteria, as they take a couple more fights that they wanted, and they brought it to a 3v3 with a spike going down. It's already a successful eco here from Renatus.
Yeah, and for Renatus White, this is more than what you wanted, right? You get the spike down, you get 2 of them down, you still have 3 alive, and if Kohibi gets the jump on their retake here, I think it's gonna be really bad for Asteria.
This is everything that Renatus White they want right now. They don't really have the weaponry, but they're gonna try to make it work here as Muffin Loop and Britzy, they clean up the site back onto the site. It's Meow 16k to find Mochi X, and with the they will actually pick up that Spectre that they did
Team
lose.
Ace.
So in essence, they only really lost one, but still, it is VLT Asteria to actually pick up that round here. And Renatus White, they weren't very convincing on that. They did get a couple of kills here. Eventually, it did start to fall apart for them. But great attempt at the round anyway.
Yeah, I think Renatus White, especially on this defensive side, attacky side rather, we've yet to see them have a clean execute. But of course, it's still early in the second half. So now on this buy round, this is where they have to show us whether they can actually have the executes to break down Asteria's defense.
Well, the defense has been pretty solid thus far. The operator coming out early, and even though she was body blocked by her team, I thought that would get in the way, but it didn't. Envious did go down. Now they know that there is an operator. There is no res, but if there are a couple of orbs that go her way for high B, they could actually get it off here. They know that the op's still towards that A side, but the orb will actually go towards Rue, who will deploy that lockdown very shortly.
This operator is already spelling trouble for them, and this is one of the things that I mentioned, right? Like some don't like to buy on round number 2, so that they can get a big gun round 3. This is the jet that actually does that, and I think for Muffin Loop, it's actually very effective for the way Asteria play. This operator is an integral part of their defenses. We saw that on Haven. Once she got the operator, it started getting rounds for them.
Muffin Loop. Oh, stunned Rue. She actually does get taken down here. But with a pixel angle, Kohaibi landing the headshot. Now she can actually get the res off of here. And it's going to allow them a little bit more of a chance in this round. The operator is now down. The site is clear. They're going to be trying to work it. Sheree, the headshot angle, will be spotted herself. She gets caught out, but Britsy's right there with the respawn. Still a 3v2 now, as Meow 16K is right there with the punish. And the spike has not gone down at all. So VLT Asteria, with 15 seconds left, they have a good advantage. But Kohaibi does get a punish. Quick adjustment. That's 3 kills she's found. She's looking to get more. Envious does the trick. And Renatus White managed to find the 6-9. Just when you think the round was going to Asteria's way, they pull it back.
I think that Kfredite losing the angle after getting Shrew's beanie was actually pretty bad, because she didn't expect 2 people to come from heaven. She gets picked off. But Kohaibi and Envious, of course, the last 2 members you want to keep alive, they're very clutch. And see, look here, Britzy actually just gets Kfredite for free, but Kohaibi is going to get the shot, and Envious is going to be the one to finish off Britzy. So great adjustment there for Renatus White and securing them the round. 6-9 right now.
Yeah, and that definitely should have been around. That hurts the economy so much of Asteria. That operator investment. Now they're trying to combat here towards mid. Will they expect Meow 16 up close? Yes, they will. And through the smoke, Kohaibi, my god! She's just not stopping. She gets everybody. And that's another triple kill for her. And look, she
just res.
last
Now
round.
she has 4 orbs yet again.
On my 25!
Okay, we were talking about, let's not make this the Kohaibi show, but
it is,
like, you can't help it. She can't help it. She's just finding all those kills, and she's just filling up that Sage bar, and she's just getting these reses left and right, and is really helping her team out. These reses make sure that they have the numbers advantage, and 10-6 right now, and it's yet another Asteria pause.
All right, Asteria pause. It hasn't been doing the magic that it had before. All right, maybe the spell has been broken. Maybe the magic has faded. But who knows? Maybe this one will be the break that they need. Because the last time they did that, the legendary Asteria pause, it was also on Ascent.
Oh,
so who knows?
Yeah, we'll have.
It was on Ascent, wasn't it?
The first one was split. I think the second one is Ascent. You're right.
Yeah.
And
and they did one on Haven. Oh my god, they just did it everywhere.
they do it everywhere.
But yeah, in this timeout, okay, I'm struggling. VLT Asteria, they're getting the early rounds yet again. They're getting the picks, but just like in the previous game, the mid round they start, I don't know, losing it. They didn't reposition when it was like 15 seconds left. They just hoped that the crossfire would work, and in the previous round, it just faltered. And you know, VLT Asteria, they need to do a little bit better, I think, in closing out these rounds if they want to get this win, because they're almost out of the game here.
It just feels like they're just not very dynamic in their mid-round decisions, and that's what's hurting them. Muffin Loop, though, with a clean kill onto Envious. This is exactly what we've seen, right? Every single round, it's like that. They find one kill, and then all of a sudden, they're not sure what to do. Like, this is where Renatus White are outplaying them. The mid-round decisions, the adjustments, even down 4v5, they still have a plan in mind. And Asteria, they need to be ready for whatever decisions that Renatus White will take.
Well, now the decision is to go towards
Oh,
A.
tap clear.
Yeah, just to make sure that nothing was red in front of her. If you're wondering why she would shock dart the ground for the people who are watching, who may be new, it's just to make sure that there's nothing there. So it will allow them safe passage to the A side, somewhat. Recon dart does come in. That should be the start of the play here. That's the boost up on top. Aphrodite trying to make sure that nobody gets up close. And that should be the spike down any second now. Not really going to be committing to it just yet. Not until they close the door. But Meow, what a good fadeaway. That's the spike gone. That's the spike down already. Hunter's Fury to be deployed on top of it. What a flick from Meow, 16k. Kohaibi with another double. Has a res yet again. She could if she needs to, but it's a 1v3. Might just save it for the next round because things are already starting to get out of hand here.
Yeah, she can't res anyone in a safe spot, so I think it's not going to be used this round at all. She probably wants to try to save the gun, maybe
10
get as
seconds
many
left.
kills as she can before she dies. Oh, she gets spotted
no.
by the bolt there. And Shock Dart's coming out. She's going to get shut down by Muffin Loop, who is in tree. And this is where Asteria, that's exactly what Asteria need, right? That pause and finally slowing things down, getting this first pick from Muffin Loop as well, in combination with the Gravity Well, I think is a really good play.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, you know, Muffin Loop with that operator, it's definitely something that they need to get going. Because on a map like Ascent, and especially up against a team like Renatus White, who like to run those defaults at the very start, you can punish those defaults by putting that operator in advanced positions, by trying to get them in, you know, those angles that they can fall back and get one pick after the, get one pick and then fall back. And that's exactly what worked out for them. So hopefully they try it a little bit more. They're doing it here towards mid. Muffin Loop will spot the shoulder. Oh, just misses the shot. A little bit premature on it. Still, we'll be trying to repeat.
Yeah, Jet looks extremely skinny when she's on Blade Storm. Look at that. Yeah. it's pretty hard to hit because she's actually standing sideways. So I think that's what Muffin Loop was trying to shoot at. But Envy is here with the Blade Storm. Let's see what she can do. They have a little bit of a broken buy here on the side of Renatus White. But that information allows Casper to get a headshot.
Huh? I thought that was a kill for sure onto Aphrodite, but I guess not. And just when they get tagged up, they manage to make a beeline towards that side. 4v5 now as the retake does commence. The res is available if it so is needed, but we're gonna try to spam through this smoke just to find her, but not gonna be today here as they will try to clear out B main just to make sure nobody's there. And that's the Cosmic Divide being deployed here. Nice shot from Meow, but an even better follow-up from the rest of VLT Asteria. And once more, they will find yet again another round, 8-10 now, and
Yeah.
this might have been it. This might have been the pause, the thing. They did the thing.
Yeah, I think this pause really works out so well, and they do have a coach. Just for the viewers who are not aware, Asteria actually have a coach. Was it Akali? That was their coach. Yeah, and then I think that the coach helps a lot in these timeouts, right? Like being able to plan for what do we do now, or what can we change, or what's going on, what's going wrong. And Renatus White are the ones going to call timeout right now because they probably feel that this game is starting to slip out of their hands. It's 10-8 right now. They still have a bit of a lead, but they want to really put Asteria away.
Oh yeah, just two more rounds. 2 more rounds, Key, is all that they need, and so they need to stem the bleeding, man. They need to stop it from happening, from this getting out of hand. Because right now, Renatus White, they are just hemorrhaging rounds. And so they will have to find a way to do it, and that's probably going to come in the form of this tactical pause here. They need to reassess what they're doing wrong. And a lot of it is coming from that early aggression that you mentioned here, Key. Just that early peak, those early peaks that are coming from Renatus White that are giving them such a lot of problems. Sorry, from VLT that are giving them such problems.
Yeah, we'll have to see if their executes can actually work out this time. And especially Muffin Loop, that's one of the biggest problems they have right now. They are just not addressing this operator.
It's so hard to, though. You know, I do have to give them props because, like, it's difficult to deal with an aggressive pushing operator on Ascent, especially if they're dynamic. But at the same time, they don't really have a lot to... I mean, sure they do. They have they have the owl drone and whatever, but they normally save those for when they go ahead and do those executes. So might be wise to start considering using that utility a little bit earlier on just to be able to force out the operator. Now here towards mid, they do find Envious. Does get tagged up, but they give up mid completely. It's a 3-2 stack here for VLT Asteria, just hoping that they full execute on site, that they make the right read.
And there's the Aldron getting a bit of information. Gravity Well being used across the map for some support there. And they are going to get into tree, but they are going to get traded 1-for-1 right now. But there's the res coming in from Kohaibi. This is where the Sage play comes in. She takes Britzy down as well, already charging up that res bar yet again. And they have to hide a little bit because the stun comes out. And it's still a 5v3 though, so they are comfortable.
Yeah, it's not entirely impossible, but
Planted.
definitely going to be difficult here as 5v3 retake does come in, especially with an operator. No, that's going to be it. That has to be the round. That has to be save call already, as Muffin Loop still wants to try here, just hoping to get lucky. They'll consider the retake if they can maybe get a pick like in the next, what, 5 seconds, but I really don't think it's going to come in here. The retake's too difficult. Sheree is good for the flank though, so this opens up a little bit of an avenue for possibility. But Kohaibi on this off angle, the wall should drop soon and the spike should go off any minute now. They're making things expensive though, as Muffin Loop does creep on closer, and they've cleaned up everyone. I don't think they have the time. 10 HP? No way, no chance in hell, but they get all of the kills anyway. Muffin Loop might not survive, and that's gonna be a 3k for her in the end. It's a great round for both teams, actually, but VLT, they get 5 kills, so that's gonna hurt the economy of Renato.
Yeah, I mean, no one survived that whole round. And I think that, look, we've seen Renatus White always have those like open angles sometimes. There's some sneaky flanks coming in, and it was pretty dicey, but it was a bit too little too late. And Renatus White, I think they're gonna feel good because they still have some guns. Their economy isn't completely broken. They can still buy right now, but they do have to win this one because look at Muffin Loop. She's the only one with a gun on her team, but they trust her enough with the operator that they actually let her buy it because they probably feel like if she doesn't get the kills this round, they probably can't win at all.
Well, they absolutely need to win these duels on these pistols. They don't really have much in the tank.
Finished.
Rue is just waiting for it. Too quick on it. Too aware. That's B-side completely open. They know that there's a possibility of more. But Muffin Loop, great shot towards Mochi X here, towards mid. Rue, the timing doesn't work out. But still, Casper does go down, misses the chance, misses the opportunity here. And Meow 16k. I'm a little bit apprehensive about this operator buy, but they've still managed to bring it to a 3v2. So it's decent for now. The spike does drop. Go down rather. The spike does get planted, and there's a lot of utility, but not a lot of HP.
Yeah, and the HP, Meow 16k can just get picked off by that turret even. Muffin Loop misses the shot onto the turret. Finally finishes it off, but Meow 16k is dangerously low. Just a breath of air will actually take her down. And it looks like they're going to try to go for this retake. Meow 16k actually takes a shot to the head. Muffin Loop, lone member of Asteria with that operator, will probably elect to save this after getting killed. Oh, she's actually going to try for it, but she only finds one. The rest of the team is hiding, and great patience from them. Rue is going to peek out right now, and Muffin Loop is going to get her, but there is just no time, and I think she will fall to the spike here.
Survive. Yeah. And that's 2 operators that they've lost in a row. This is tilt territory here for Muffin Loop and the rest of VLT Asteria.
It's definitely tilt territory because 8-12 is still... There's still a chance. If you save this operator to the next round, you can still do something. But at this point, she should have already chosen to run away because this kill is...
inconsequential.
Yeah, there's just nothing at all. Like, no value to it. And, you know, okay, she can buy the operator again, but she has no armor this time.
I mean, who needs the kill when they're 12 and 8? The economy doesn't matter. If they had that money with the operator last round, Keferdaddy might have been on a Guardian. I mean, she's great on it. Sorry, excuse me. No, never mind. They full buy. My bad. But Keferdaddy, oh, it's an operator. Doesn't care if it's an operator on the other side of it. She's just better with a Guardian in her hand.
I've never seen someone play the Guardian so well. But Britzy is going to take Kohaibi down here, evening things out, and he's going to take Envious down as well.
Absolutely massive, and Keferdaddy is good right now with the Hunter's Fury. Will find a kill, bring it to a 3v3. Casper has a response. No one gets detained by this thus far, but the spike will head towards that A site. They can get it planted. Recon will be taken down immediately here. Right around the corner, there goes the lockdown. He might see his shoulder, sees the barrel of the gun. That's more than enough for Britzy. Triple kill. They look like they've kept themselves alive, but Rook here in a 1v2 will get pinged up. They almost line up, but it's Britzy with a 4K just when her team needs her the most to keep themselves avoiding elimination. And VLT Asteria survive yet again another round. 3 more is what they need to bring us to overtime.
Yeah, that was great heroics from both Sovas even. Britzy with the kill here, really getting Kohibi. Peeks out against Envious as well, getting her in the head there. I think Envious just really wasn't ready for the re-peek, and Casper getting that kill. Look at the movement there. She gets out of the lockdown in time, and Britzy gets KF'd ID. The timing on that kill. Just beautiful round.
I mean, it's so good. Like the last step she did was just to get out of the AoE of the
the lockdown
effective range of the lockdown, and then just counter strafing right into a shoulder peek. Just beautiful.
Just amazing play from Casper there. And now Renatus White are actually on the back foot. Look at them. They're on Sheriffs right now.
Sheriffs have been still a very much lethal weapon here in the hands of actually any of these teams. Any of these two teams, they have just been so good. So
what?
Oh my god! Excuse me!
That's not supposed to happen. That was through the smoke without any information. She just shoots through that smoke there.
That's not right! Oh my god! Ivy!
That's absolutely illegal. I'm not sure what happened. And MochiX gets caught with her knife out. Casper with a great push out there. Looks like Shrey is going to spot some members of Renatus White going onto the B side here. The spike is not there yet though. Britzy with the information shoots through the wall. And it looks like they're still going to be able to get to the side.
Yeah, now they're gonna, they're gonna get it, right? They're gonna get that spike probably down. Oh, but Hunter's Fury committed just for it here. Kohibi's getting another one. That's a lot of value from just one Sheriff. And they've expended a lot of weaponry and even 2 kills in the Hunter's Fury. So pretty good eco round from Renatus White regardless of how it turned. Jesus, look at that.
Just absolutely insane. And look, Casper getting a kill there, really good because they don't have to worry about their flanks anymore. And just pretty good play from Mysteria that maybe that pause is coming into play finally. 10 to 12 right now, and Renatus White, they just need one more round.
Just one round to eke out the victory. Muffin Loop here will be going for the aggressive peek of the operator. That's one way to deal with it. Force him out of position. Force him to take a shot earlier on. But Envious, great shot onto Shrey, and that's the Sentinel gone. That's a lot of the defensive prowess of VLT Asteria just removed from the picture completely.
Yeah,
and again, it's been I'd say underwhelming performance here from Shrey thus far.
Yeah, completely agree. And really getting that kill onto the Killjoy ensures that going to the site, you're not going to run to random nano swarms. There's no turret that's going to spot you. And they are going to execute with a Cosmic Divide. Envious gets taken down though. Meow 16k with that Spectre. He's going to throw the pain shells as well.
Oh! Almost. Just gets taken off the board there with that swing out, but still managing to survive for the meantime. Now the pressure is on. A couple of Cosmic Divides have been deployed now, and see how they can roll with the punches as they now try to race their way towards that A side. And they go Nitrous Oxide. It's Ivy to get another kill. Renatus White are on the brink of taking the game, taking the series 2-0. Can they do it in this 3v4? Now, Ruse playing this off angle here towards Hell around Generator. Will be swung out on, has not the aim. It's Casper who does it once more for her team. Britzy knows where one is. Tries to find another. Can't do it. Has been swung from behind. And it is going to be MochiX with a triple kill to get Renatus White the 13-2-0.
That was clean 2-0 for Renatus White. The second game looked a bit dicier, but this was Asteria's map pick, and they were ready for that.
Absolutely. It's just, I really think that when it came down to it, blow for blow, just the performance of the individual players of Renatus White just that much better. We talk about the players on their side. My God, Kohibi, what an absolute turnout from her. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And just goes to show that, yeah, they are developing at such a rapid pace. Renatus White, they've always been the perennial, I'd say, second or third best team in the region. in SEA and here in FSL, but now I don't know. Things are looking like they're shaping up.
Yeah, and just want to shout out to our sponsors, of course, Nanoleaf with their clutches. You can see the panels right behind me. Secret Lab, of course, sponsoring our chairs, making sure we're seated quite well. And of course, don't forget the Secret Lab giveaway. You can see that on chat. The mechanics will be there. They are giving out a chair as well.
Oh my God, if you want to get as comfy as we are on broadcast, and we got those long broadcast days, we'll make sure to check out that giveaway we got for you guys. But in the meantime, we do have to take a short break. It has been it from me, Estrado. I'm signing off for now. I got a little bit of a break before I go into a panel later on. But I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of our panels after this break. So don't go anywhere. The Game Changers will be back.
GG's guys, GG's. It was the first time they played together. They made a lot of impact. That's all that matters at the end of the day. GG's, thank you for everybody who came in, who watched this. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. कोई नहीं नीचे से कोई मंचूरियन तेरा गर्लफ्रेंड को भी दिया था उस दिन Well, because they played well, really well, and they're really proud. Yeah, we're all really proud of them, bro. We're all really proud. We're all really proud of them. Thank you. True, Phoenix. True. Not gonna deny that. Yes. We ended the 6th position. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. फुल स्क्रीन कर दे किसको फुल स्क्रीन करो अरे इसको फुल स्क्रीन कैसे करें पाटू क्यों नहीं खेल रहा गर्ल्स गेम में Yes, they're eliminated, bro. Anna, stop smiling, Milas. Bro, who says you should stop smiling when you lose? Only when you lose, you'll correct your mistake and you'll come back more harder than ever, bro. Smile more when you lose. Smile more when you lose. Who told you so, Ashutosh? मतलब कुछ भी. Lol, dude. Sure. Thank you, bro, Ashutosh Oja. I see a bright future in your. I see a bright future in you. Next game cup. No, we're out of the tournament, bro. We're done. We ended our run 6th. Call them. They're having a talk with the team, bro. Let them talk. Yes, they are. वो गाली दो उसको आशीष तो गाली दो सब गाली दो बेंच उसको सब गाली दो आशुतोष ओझा को सब गाली दो मैं बोल रहा हूँ गाली दो ट्रू माई माँ ट्रू ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ब्रो हार्ट बीट ऐसा कुछ नहीं है ऐसा मत सोचो मैं भी ब्रो आशीष ट्रू पक्का बे पक्का अन्ना चेन्नई में नहीं ब्रो just started bro that's all I'm telling कोई बात नहीं ब्रो कौशिक को हो सकता है ब्रो that's the whole point no yeah the opposition played well the stage was insane bro हम क्या उसका खो और क्या उसका पता नहीं आ रहा True, Rahul, true. Go heavy. Go heavy. Chill பண்றா டான் கண்டுக்காத அதெல்லாம் நானே அதனால தான் அப்பப்போ chat படிக்க மாட்டேன் ఉదయ్ రెడ్డి చేయొచ్చా సౌండ్ బా ఏం చేయలేం కదా ఇది ఉందా అదన్నా అయిపోయింది అంతే నో బ్రో యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో నథింగ్ బ్రో బాయ్ బిగినింగ్ మై హా ఆబ్వియస్లీ यप ओके प्रणव प्रणव ने तो 4 वेजर जीत के आया अभी आया गोल्ड के बाहर फर्स्ट गर्ल टर्न में भी yeah of course bro of course yes Sarosh yes oh yes this was the last game bro. Yeah bro obviously bro you're exactly right Arun thank you अरे sorry bro Mukaram hey Mux wait I'll come Chennai and fucking I'll have run at you wait what are the future plans of Wisteria the only future plan left right now is lunch चेन्नई का बिरयानी बिफोर मैच भाई नींद आ जाएगा यार राहुल तब डा समर्थ हाय डा ये बता भटूरा did you learn how to play jet from Afna not ask her who taught jet GG bro Vedant GG there be mod है साला thank you helicopter thank you so much bro appreciate it I wish bro Rishabh I wish all the support from you VLT coach no bro I am not VLT coach bro neither can I be so talented I'm not that good yes Maima for sure thank you well played SC. Thank you so much for the 400 I'll forward it to them thank you Rihan Rasan सिखा दिया no bro their coach is Akali and the whole of VLT they're under pretty good hands right now bro yes Rahul yes it would have made a lot of difference bro Sparsh she's a freaking god
Will be coming out
for sure
here. Will it matter? The crossfire
इनका क्या चल रहा है
win on the duel. Let's get
same था bro Ishan yeah everybody's good thank you everybody's doing amazingly fine అన్నొచ్చిండా chat లో వీడు అన్నా ఎవరో మనోజ్ కశ్యప్ ట్యాగ్ చేసిండు गुड मॉर्निंग Alexa how you doing Alexa शू भेज देना आज प्लीज यार मेरा पूरा वो वो तू व्हाट यू कॉल ओल्ड इन हिंदी पुराना वाला टूट गया टूट नहीं टर्न हो गया who's the coach Akali RADF better skills that's why they win better will they come back with the insane skill ठीक है सत्या भाई आज का टीम का नाम RAT नहीं RTS है रेनेटिस है RAT नहीं रुद्र सिंह इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी थोड़ी है भाई रेनेटिस GG है RTS बोलते हैं they're talking with their team bro stop calling me Batura guys now Batura it's Batura yeah Akali yeah पता नहीं बेस्ट पर लक हो सकता है वही देख सकता करे कोई बात नहीं What's up, Da? Rowan? What's up? Where's Muffin? Everybody's there talking to the team, bro. Akali. RTA लिखना हाँ मैं ब्रो इधर आ ना एक मिनट आना बतूरा का रिकॉर्ड हेलो कैसे हेलो ब्रो कब शुरू होगा मैच कब शुरू होगा मैच कहीं 100 सुपर चैट विनीत कल oh my oh यही लोअर ब्रैकेट था oh my विनीत मेरे जान के टोटे चुम्मा ले भाई you're a gem eighth wonder of the world है तू चुम्मा ले भाई Fatu is diamond again. It is because of you, it's true. Might be because of me, bro. Yeah, my man deserves plat. I carried him at least till diamond. Be happy. ऐसा कुछ नहीं ब्रो తెలుగులో మాట్లాడు చెప్పండి బ్రో అందరికి అర్థం కాదు కదా బ్రో తెలుగు एक बार रील्स वाले कोई भी गाने पे डांस कर दे मेरे जान के टोटो नहीं रीलर तो हमारे पास है ना एक डांस नहीं नहीं अभी डांस नहीं कुछ नो shut up and bend over ए टाला बोला वाला कपड़ कर नहीं कर रहा उसका जगह वहाँ है नहीं गैस उतना बुरा मैं खेल नहीं पाता हूँ मैं जानबूझ के हाथ काटा तो भी उतना बुरा नहीं खेल सकता हूँ Hi Aaron. What's up BT? How you doing? I'll ask them if they wanna come over. रुचिर लोग उनको बुला रहे हो आ सकते हैं क्या? हाँ they're talking to the team guys. Bend over रुचिर. True Golu. True. What a hypocrite dude. Man comes and abuses the bullshit. Three minutes later comes and says that they're gonna treat it. हाँ? Guys. Guys. Guys एक बार आओगे सब बात करना चाहते हैं आपको कंग्रेचुलेशन बोलना चाहते हैं आपका मर्जी 1 second guys they're coming have a talk shut up याद रखता हूँ
अबे ओ अच्छा अच्छा ओ वायर ही नहीं है इसका अभी इसको टाइट कैसे करूँ हाँ हो गया अरे वो करो ना जिनके सबका आवाज आए सबका आ रहा है
तू पहनेगा तो नहीं आएगा हाथ में पकड़ो
नहीं मैं नहीं हाथ में अबे अबे ओ रुकना ओ अबे ओ गंदी है यार
क्या हाल है सबके एंटी रे थैंक यू क्या है भाई मेरा माइक है ये भाई यूफो यूफो को सोते हुए देखना है किसी को मस्त हो रहा है बे बेचारा अबे माओ आओ बे अरे 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 उठो बे अरे आओ बे अरे आओ बे Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. मफिन ऑफ शॉट अरे थैंक यू एटलीस्ट सिंप नहीं कर रहे अभी मेरे लिए थैंक यू अरे बाय बाय
अबे एलेक्सा आ गई सिम करने एलेक्सा हेलो
हाय एलेक्सा
ब्रो
बोल लो भाई कुछ मुंह से
पहली बार कोई मेरे को क्यूट बोला थैंक्स
कैसा लगा म्याऊं
हालात तो
सब
ठीक है
सब
रोना नहीं नहीं रोएंगे
अब रो लिए हम तो मैच के बीच सॉरी
वो जो एक चीज बोली थी
बोलना बोलना इसमें बोलना भाई माइक छुपा रही है
जोलिन थी ना तो कुछ अबूज नहीं होगा ना
क्या बोले थे हम
इन गेम नहीं बोला ना हम लोग
क्या बोला था
अबे
क्या थोड़ा थोड़ा दिमाग कम है मेरे पास पता लग रहा है मेरे को कैस्पर एंड मफिन अरे भाई
थैंक यू
अरे दो भाई
तुम दो इधर मेरा सैचुरल एंट्री हां भाई मस्त
अरे ब्रिटसी क्या हाल है
अबे वो अंदर कर अच्छा
अबे पहना दिया इसको समझ नहीं आ रही क्या एक बार से अरे फक बेटी
सर रुचिर को तो मैंने धो दिया पूरा तो मुक्के मार दिए रुचिर में
चलो ब्रेकफास्ट में क्या खाया था आज मैंने खाया तो अरे वो लौड़ा कुछ नहीं खाया
अबे वो
भाई
अबे खाया था मैंने अभी तो तेरा इधर गुस्तानी तेरा
भाई मफिन को लग रहा है मफिन की स्ट्रीम है
मफिन तो फुर
एज पर माय क्यूटी वेलोसिटी गेमिंग है
तो एस्टेरिया का भाई है अबे तुम क्यों हेडफोन पे रो दूर दियो तो हम प्लेयर्स है ना सॉरी
हटो बे
बाकी टू प्लेयर्स अपने अपने घर पे क्लच मास्टर भाई मस्त भाई मटके में मार दिए थे सही बता रही हूँ फूलिंग एंड मस्त था फुल तो वो करता था वीएलटी चुम क्यों नहीं तुझसे जाना और क्यूटीज इन हेलो इम्पैक्ट एक बंदा मेरे को इंस्टा पे डीएम करता है तुम्हें क्यूट चीजें बहुत पसंद है ना और इसकी फोटो भेजिएगा किसकी रुचिर की बताइए जरा सही में बताओ इसको बताया ना मैंने
बताया तो अभी तक
मेरे को कहाँ अबे फोटो अरे उसकी इंस्टा की फोटो मेरे को भेजी है
और कौन सी फोटो भेजेगा इसको
हमें क्या पता है ऐसे तो कोई
प्राइवेट पर्सन हो
थैंक यू
हाँ क्या
निकालना है तो रुचिर को एक टपरी मार लास्ट राउंड में और निकाल लेती पता है बेबीटी हो रहा है मेरे को थोड़ा मैंने एम अरे कुछ नहीं रे एम अरे सॉरी
मेरे को फ्रेम में देखने में तुम लोग क्या जल रही है दोस्तों जाना लौड़े 4 गर्ल्स इन 1 फ्रेम हाँ ना ठीक है
भाई बहुत ऐसे वो करा यस यस तुम सोने जा रहे हो ओके क्या
थोड़ा एक उस दिमाग माथा पच्ची करना पड़ेगा इसलिए थोड़ा सा एक नैप लेता हूँ फिर बैठता
तुम
हूँ
हाँ तुम आराम करो
तो
हम
चार्ज
लोग
कर ले रुचि इसी से बैठ कर
तो मैं भी चलती हूँ यार तो
क्या बीटी है चल मारो ना
भाई मजा आ रहा है बीटी देने में खेलेंगे क्या किसके साथ
मैं तो अकेले खेलूंगी तुम बताओ अपना
मैं तो खेलूंगी वो कैसा माइक है
बट तुम फूकोगी उस पे तो कैसे सही होगा ना
हाँ
मफिन लव लवड़े
ओह,
सॉरी
ये ऑफिशियल चैनल पे ये चल रहा है यहाँ पे सही लग रहा है ब्रो फाटू आप लोगों की
क्या
टीम
बोल
में
रही
क्यों
हो?
नहीं है यार वो
क्या
थोड़ा अंडर एज है
टीम में क्यों नहीं है
अंडर एज है इसलिए
पार्टू को पूछा था कोच स्लॉट के लिए
मफिन स्ट्रीम कर दो प्लीज अरे एलेक्सा करती हूँ स्ट्रीम अभी अगर होता है तो अभी करती हूँ थोड़ी देर में फाटू के साइज की टी शर्ट नहीं मिल रही थी
ये देखो रील्स को
हाँ टॉक्सिक तो बहुत हूँ मैं गेम में भर देती हूँ सबको गेम के बाहर भी भर देती
मत
हूँ
बोलना मफिन जो गेम में बोलते हो
अरे शीश
हाँ हाँ
अबे ओ पृथ्वी बताऊं अभी स्ट्रीम प्लीज मफिन ऑफ शॉट जॉट अरे अरे नीरव नीरव थैंक यू मफिन क्यूटी बोला चुमो क्यूटी पट रही है जी जी भाई देखो सेल्फ ऑब्सेशन भाई नहीं लिखा भाई मेरे को तो नहीं दिख रहा
किधर है किधर बे सिर्फ तो चोमू लिखा है
और सबसे प्रो भी नूब बोलने वाली थी
देख ही रही थी बोले बोले
सो यू गो इज आउट ऑफ टूर्नामेंट हाँ भाई टूर्नामेंट खत्म होते मैंने पूछा चलो नेक्स्ट मैच कब है फिर पता लगा भाई है ही नहीं अभी मैंने बीटी दे दी सबको क्यों पढ़ रही है भाई ऐसी चैट्स क्यों पढ़नी है भाई ऐसी चैट हम भी पढ़ते हैं मन में बट इग्नोर करते हैं आउट लाउड नहीं पढ़ते
जोर से नहीं पढ़ते पर ठीक है अबे ओ मत ना
पढ़ लूं क्या पढ़ लूं क्या पढ़
भाई इनके पास माइक दे ना वो हो रहा है
0-2 हार गए ब्रो बट कोई नहीं बे
कोई नहीं बोलेगा कोई नहीं बोलता मेरे को चोमू इसको ही बोलते हैं यार मैं तो कीके को बोलती थी पता ये कहाँ से हो गई
अरे कल हमने वीएलटी के अगेंस्ट स्क्रिम करे थे ये तो बताया ही नहीं सबको हार गए वहां पे भी हर जगह हार रहे हैं भाई हर जगह हार रहे हैं भाई
तो बहुत आगा डुबा के डूब गई मैं
वो अभी असुना क्रॉसर द पावर है सही बता रही हूँ तुम लोग भी यूज करो असुना क्रॉसर सब असुना लगाओ और सियान
चुप।
कलर लगाओ उस पे वाइट मत लगाओ
चुप
सही बता रही हूँ आज इसीलिए मार रही थी मैं
चुप
2 दिन पहले क्रॉसर बदला मैंने
टैरिक क्रॉसर भी तो मस्त है जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं ना है ना
क्यों नर्वस
पर आप ही हग
अभी नहीं हूँ होके गया जमाना हो गया
नर्वस थे तुम मेरे को तो लगा नाच इधर उधर कूद रही थी पता है मैच
अरे क्योंकि मेरे को वो एनर्जी
सबको मार रही है
ऐसा
कूद रही है
मफिन शेरिफ शॉट रिएक्शन हाँ ना भाई गांड फटी बे जब ऑफ लेके मैं स्मोक में गई बहुत बहुत बीटी हुआ मैं कहा ये अरे मेरे हिसाब से मेरे ऑफ का बैरल दिख गया होगा इसलिए हुआ ऐसा पर अच्छा शॉट था जो भी था
इंडियन टूर्नामेंट खेलना अरे हाँ हम लोग का अभी टीम बना ना तो अभी इंडियन टूर्नामेंट नाउ टेक पार्ट इन हाँ ना बोला तो
ये कर लो भाई
बतूरा लास्ट टाइम टी शर्ट पहन के था तो जीत जाते बोल सकता है
वही पहनी थी उसने
साफ करते करते एंटी पहन के भाई सबके चैट में जाके लिखता है कैस्पर नाक मत साफ कर कितना
तो मत करना क्यों कर रही है नाक साफ मत करना कर दो वैसे भी बोर हो गई भाई मैं यहाँ बैठ के लो यार
आराम करो चल मारो हो गया
मैं तो जा रही हूँ
अब फायदा नहीं है यार प्यार करके
अरे क्या करा मैंने
फुल ऐसे मार
पहली बार कोई सिस्टर्स बोल रहा है हे हाय फॉक्स एंटी चमू थैंक यू
उससे जाना लौड़े बहुत भाई याद रखियो चलो गाइस सिया मिलते हैं थैंक्स फॉर द सपोर्ट विल बी मीटिंग सून यू गाइस हैव ऑलरेडी मेड सो ऑल प्राउड जस्ट बिगनिंग सीएसगो में धूम मचाने के बाद वेला में भी धूम मचाएंगे श्योर चलो गाइस सिया विल बी एंडिंग द स्ट्रीम प्लेयर्स को रेस्ट करने दो बहुत टाइम इन लोगों ने प्रैक्टिस किया कल स्क्रिम किया चलो हाँ ठीक है जाना लौड़े ये कर दो मेरे आते ही जाना लौड़े ठीक चलो गाइस सिया विल बी एंडिंग द स्ट्रीम